Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish.
Hello, lovely people. It is Friday, the 11th of February. Hope you're all well, and welcome to another edition of Kop-Ish Kall-In and Rival Watch. My name is Callum, joined by a man like Drifty. Man like Matt will be joining us slightly later. Drifty, how you doing, bro?
It's one of my favorite shows of the week, even though it's the most emotional. But yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Every show's emotional at the moment because I'm taking this Coutinho beating, bro. So
Right.
for you, it's all right. Every day I'm waking up like, yep, it's another one.
I saw something going around today that I thought was really, really horrible towards Henderson. though that bothered me, but obviously I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah,
that really, really. But all I'm going to say is if you think it's okay to make fun of your own player being injured, then there's an issue in it. That's mad.
I'm going to say if you're wishing injury on one of our players.
Yeah, even worse, bro.
I don't even know what to say about that. But hey, you get some people like that. And yeah, for me, I don't see them as Liverpool fans personally. Like, me just being real. But on that note, though, guys, as you will see at the bottom, we have a banner, which means we are sponsored by Fansbet. And we've got a great deal on at the moment with Fansbet. As you can see on the screen, we've teamed up with Fansbet to give away two £25 free bets to two winners. So £50 in free bets. All you have to do is go onto our Twitter, retweet, follow Fansbet, follow us, which you should already be doing.
Come on.
You're in for a chance of winning. Now, this does close at 6 p.m. on Valentine's Day, so just in time for you guys and girls to get in your Valentine's fun. So make sure you check out fansbet.com. All you have to do is go to our Twitter page, retweet, follow Fansbet, follow us, and click the link, and you will have a chance of getting a £25 free bet. Guys, it's not even Valentine's that we're giving you love. Fansbet are giving you love. What more do you want? Come on, just do it, people. Just do it. Massive shout out to Fansbet. And yeah, let's get into some of the fixtures, Drift.
Yeah, Chris ain't letting you he's on your case when it comes to the UFC. I'm not even gonna lie.
You know, I've not even checked the comments because I was on the other bit of it. What is he saying? Let me have a look. Yeah, should I tell you why Chris is a wind-up? He knows. In fact, I'm not even going to out him. He knows why he's a wind-up. I love Chris, but he's such a wind-up. Fansbet should get Cowan to bet UFC. They'll clear up. One UFC card where I predicted wrong about 3 fights, and he's never letting me live down. And he predicted Ngannou to win. And every single day, I kid you not, Chris reminds me either through a GIF, through a comment, or an image that Ngannou won, and I was wrong. Never let me down.
To be fair, I think a lot of people thought Garn was going to win that.
I thought it was going to be like a Montreal screw job. When I saw Ngannou slam him, I said, yeah, Ngannou's not having that today. He said, good luck to anyone who tries to screw Ngannou, because if he's slamming Cyril Gane, then he'll slam anyone.
I just had Think DC in my head going, oh, he can wrestle now.
Oh, he can wrestle now. Like, oh. Then when he got out of the leg lock as well, I was like, oh. It's like we got a big problem.
I saw a video on that actually where someone was showing how well he did to make sure that the lock was never fully in. And he's a G still, because you do need to know what you're doing to get out of it.
Yeah. Right. Right, so first game of the weekend, Drift. Man United versus Southampton. What are we saying?
Boy, you know what? It would just be like Man U to be poor but pull off a win they're not meant to. Meaning I don't fully know how I feel, But I've warned everyone about Southampton. Every week on the Prem Panel show, whenever one of our teams is playing Southampton, I'm always like, guys, remember. And it was like, nah, man, we should beat up Southampton. And Southampton, other than us, have got positive results from majority of the games, I think. I think they got a draw with Chelsea. I think I know they beat Tottenham, just gone. And they drew with Man City twice. Those are big scalps from a team that's been doing poorly. Do you know what I mean? And they're not even doing that bad anymore, but you get what I mean. So I think the game might have like 1-1 written all over it, you know. I'm not even going to lie. Because Southampton, they're looking all right. And I keep telling people, Hassan Hootel is a bad boy manager. He's just at a club where he can't really do much.
So big up to Erhan. Erhan's a Tottenham fan. Yeah, Wardy did you lot a bit dirty the other day, innit?
He's got that delivery, man. He's got that delivery. If there's one thing that you can't take away from him, even though his work rate is brilliant and he's got like good passing and that, man, his delivery is amazing.
Crazy. Best free kick taker in the Prem. Easy.
Direct free kick taker, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
You could even indirect as well, Drift. I'm not going to lie. When he puts whipping on the ball, it's a madness.
No, I hear that, but I'll still probably say De Bruyne and Trent go in the category when you're talking about from an assist point of view. But if it's just directly at goal, he's got it, man. He's got it.
I don't know. It's a debate, though. It's definitely a debate. I reckon I'm going to go with a United win. I'm going to go with a jammy 1-0. I probably see I reckon Southampton will probably outplay them from whistle to whistle, but I'm going to go with a United win because it's what they do in it. They just get lucky wins certain times, and I think it's going to be one of those results. Next game, Norwich versus Man City. Yikes!
Cabron's saying they lost 3-1, but it was a close game. Which game are you talking about, bro? When Ward-Prowse got sent off, which game was that?
I'm not sure.
I remember him getting a red card. What game was that, bro? I'm trying to remember. But I know their record against the top teams is pretty good, though. Oh, Chelsea. That's a point. I thought Chelsea got a draw with them. Why did I think Chelsea drew with them?
Chelsea won.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm just remembering the point where they were playing up and 2 then. But even so, I think it was only the red card that changed that game, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, they're playing. They're capable. That's all I'm saying. They're very capable. I remember when KG didn't think that they could beat Leeds as well. So they're very capable. You know what I mean?
Big up KG.
As always.
Norwich.
I'm gonna go 1-1.
Norwich versus Man City.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were still asking me for my Man United one. Oh,
no, we done that. You said.
Oh, did I say it out loud? Oh, okay, yeah, cool. Norwich Man City. Do you remember once upon a time, Cal? Yeah, when Norwich actually pulled off a 2-0 at home
against who?
City.
No, do you mean? I think it was 3-2. They beat them. I don't think it was 2-0.
I'm sure it was 2-0.
Feel like
about 4 seasons ago or 3 seasons ago.
I think it was 3-2.
Whichever way, they won, right?
Mm.
I need to manifest that, bro. I need to manifest Pookie actually being a beast for one game. Come on, bro. Come on. Just for one game. Everything you hit goes in this game. So just shoot, bro. Just shoot. I'm trying to manifest it, bro. But nah.
I mean, you can continue to manifest. I don't know if it's going to
work. Oh, my God. Yeah. It's 3-0 Man City, innit?
There we go. Yeah. Man City are winning this game. Obviously, if anything else but a win happens, then you know what I'm going to be like on Sunday. Before, during, and after the game, potentially, I'm going to be on it. But I can't see them dropping points in this game. I see it being an easy win. I'm going to actually go 4-0. Because Norwich aren't a team that really play. I mean, I say that,
they're doing better now, you know.
Yeah, under Dean Smith, they are being a bit more responsible in how
they're more
play.
Solid. They're a little bit more together. They're more of a unit. They're not getting outplayed as badly as they were. And now they're competitive in every game they play in. Whereas before, they were actually by half an hour in, they were out the game. Now they're pretty competitive right to the end, and they've even pulled off 1 or 2. Well, I wouldn't say shock results, but they've pulled off results people didn't think they were capable of. So I'll
Yeah.
probably say 3-0 is a bit more realistic than like a pumping. I don't think that it'll be an absolute pumping, but yeah. Because it's obviously at Carroll Road as well. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go 4-0. I think it's gonna be a pumping.
after all that.
On Sunday, obviously, we'll speak about our game tomorrow. We'll be doing a preview show for that, people. So make sure you look out for that. It may probably be early afternoon. So make sure you look out for that. Tottenham versus Wolves.
Oh, what did I say yesterday?
The Nuno derby.
I think I said 1-0 Tottenham. I think I did. And I'm going to stick with it if that is what I said, because that's how I'm feeling now. 1-0 Tottenham. I think even though Wolves are a good team, there's no doubt about it. Unless like they're more up for it because of the Arsenal game. I'm very disappointed at the fact they lost to Arsenal. That's not even being shady or bantering. Wolves should have beat Arsenal. Wolves at home should beat Arsenal. Arsenal aren't good, and Wolves should have beat them. And if they're going to struggle to beat Arsenal, then I don't see why Tottenham can't beat them. But again, every game is different. But I'm going to go 1-0 Tottenham.
Yeah, I'm going to go 2-0 Tottenham. You're going to kind of cuss me for this, Drift, and I'll get why.
Oh, did I say 2-1 Spurs, Jamal? Okay. Well, by 1 goal then. Yeah, I'm actually, do you know what? 2-1 does sound a bit more realistic for it. I'm going to go back to my 2-1. But 1-0 is definitely something I think could happen. But yeah, sorry, Bob, what did you say?
I'm gonna go 2-0, and do you know what I find probably frustrating from a Wolves standpoint is obviously you guys know I'm not the biggest Adama Traore fan, but the fact that he's gone and Neto's not back, and I think Hwang's still injured, and Trincao hasn't really hit the heights that people may have expected, and Podence has kind of been inconsistent this season. It makes me struggle to think how they're going to really get at Tottenham and break them down. And I don't see how they do it. I don't even see how they get a goal in this game. Like, they don't concede many, but I don't see how they get a goal. And I think that's probably part of the problem why they couldn't do anything to Arsenal yesterday, especially when Arsenal went down to 10 men. Still weren't really doing anything. So, I mean, I think it's going to be a 2-0. I think it's going to be a 2-0.
Yeah, I hear that. They're a wonderful possession team, but they just have no penetration in it.
Pause. Leicester City versus West Ham United.
This is a tricky one, bro, because Leicester have to win a game at some point. They can't just keep losing and drawing and whatnot. West Ham are on a little bit of a they're good, and then they'll have a weird result. Then they'll be good, then have a weird result. So I don't actually think this one could be predicted, if I'm being completely honest with you. So I'm going to sit firmly on the fence and go like 2-2. I really think this is a difficult one to predict, because Leicester might all of a sudden just pull off a game they're capable of and win, but West Ham can do the same. So I'm going to go 2-2 and sit on the fence.
Yeah, this is a tough one to it's a difficult one to kind of look at Leicester's performance against us and judge it on how they'll do in this game, because we are the top two in it, like alongside City, we're the second best team in the league. We're arguably on our day, we're the best team in the league. And Leicester didn't really do anything to cause us any trouble yesterday whatsoever, but it's us. And with all due respect to West Ham, they're not us. At the same time, West Ham are very Jekyll and Hyde. They're either going to give you a result and a performance like they did against us when they beat us 3-2, or they're going to have a performance where you're scratching your head and thinking, the Leeds game, for example, where you're like, oh, they lost at home to Leeds 3-2, and then they missed chances they shouldn't have missed. They conceded chances they should have conceded.
Lost to Man United, nation.
Yeah, but Leicester are just, they're bad at the moment, man. Like, Rodgers ain't doing a good job there at the moment. And like, shout out to Lee Chappie. He obviously added a bit more context in terms of injuries and stuff like that. But not that I can't see them winning this. I just don't think they will. But I don't think it'll be a draw. I do see West Ham winning this, but I see it being quite a high scoring game, like a 3-2 or a 4-2 or something like that. I know we said that for the last time, for this game, and I think it was quite a low-scoring game, if I'm not mistaken. I think they'll do it, though. I think West Ham will do it. And I think they know that this is getting to the pressure time of the season where they are in the top 4 race. Arsenal just won. They kind of need a win here. So I think they'll do the business. I'm going to go 3-2.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. I think Leicester's problem right now is Brendan didn't learn his lesson from what happened to us last year, but there probably wasn't anything he could do about it either, because he's removed Ndidi from midfield to play him at centre-back, and now they're really open in the midfield. They're literally going through the Fabinho situation that we went through.
Yeah.
And like, but I feel bad for him because there's not much else he can do.
I mean, I think Mendy will be back, won't he?
I'm not sure. I don't know about their team sheet.
Mendy, I reckon he will be back. If Mendy's back, then obviously you've got to drop Mendy into the DM position if Ndidi is going to be playing at centre back. But barring that, then...
Although, you know what, with West Ham, bro, just before we move on, if Bowen ain't scoring, they're not scoring at the moment. Like, even Antonio's fallen off a lot.
Yeah. That's
or
true.
He's out of form or whatever you want to say. It's like Bowen or nothing with West Ham at the moment.
Ben Rama as well is kind of dried up with the goals. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one.
They're going through a bit of a weird patch at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with my 2-2 though.
Yeah, I think those are all the games. Obviously, as we said, people, we haven't done our preview for Burnley yet, but we will be doing that tomorrow. So make sure you look out for that. Gonna get through some super chats before we bring you guys in. Math says no Coutinho talk today. I beg for Cal's sake, please. I'm begging.
Yeah. We're over that now. I'm
begging, please. Malik says, Matt, what is the difference between Naby and the number 25 at Arsenal Learning Centre? Cal, give me that Andy Robertson Naby lad voice with that weird Naby voice. Who's number 25 at Arsenal?
Is it Xhaka?
No, I don't think it is. Let me have a look. Arsenal squad numbers.
El Neni?
Oh, it can't be. Oh, it is.
It's El Neni, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, that's awkward, isn't it?
He ain't even here to defend him.
Yeah. As I've said,
we'll have to keep that one for when he comes back, innit? Keep that one, and then when he comes back, Matt will have to answer that.
I'm not involved with the Naby stuff. Not involved with the Naby stuff. That is a harsh one. That is a...
Shut up. Hold on a minute. Wait, this is a real Candyman situation. Don't even get me...
No, it's not him.
Oh, I was going to say, bro.
It's not him.
I thought I was going to say.
AA says, what's up, guys? Much love to everyone, including Matt and Naby. I have a feeling Norwich will beat City on the weekend.
There you go. Manifest it, AA. This is what I'm saying, man. Manifest it.
So. John says, so no cake, no congratulations, no guard of honor for Sadio Mane. Meanwhile, every other club put effort into welcoming their winners. My club, 0. What actually happened? Is he back? Is he actually back? Because I've not had a chance to go through Twitter and all that.
I don't think he's back at actual training, is he? I think Klopp actually let him have a few days off. Like, he was still in bed last night. I don't know if he came in today or if we even had training today after with us playing yesterday. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But we should give him... I mean, I don't think it's disrespectful if we don't, because, like, you don't have to do that stuff, but everybody should be fully, like, you know, welcoming him back and that. Like, but I wouldn't call it disrespectful.
Apparently he's back in training, everyone's saying. He is back in training.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't call it disrespectful if they don't do it. They should have. But it's not disrespectful if they don't. It'll be like if I went to work and everybody knew it was my birthday and everyone was
also, we don't know what happens behind the scenes either.
Yeah, well, I'm guessing it would be inside training or something, wouldn't it, if the video came out? But like, say I went to work and everybody knew it was my birthday. If everybody just goes, oh, you're right, bro, happy birthday, but no one brings a cake and gives me a card, I'm not going to be upset or anything. Do you get what I mean? Like, I'm sure everyone when he comes in is gonna give him a dab and a hug and be like, "No, you smacked it, bro." You know what I mean? It's not like everyone's gonna blank you when he comes in. I mean, I get the sentiment behind it, but I don't think it's disrespectful if they don't do it. It'll be really nice if they do, but I don't think it's disrespectful if they don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I will say though, if Klopp, if you're listening, and if you can relay this message back to the boys, you see if Sadio Mane or Salah score, or one of them assists each other, and get them to celebrate by being angry at each other or turning their backs on each other just to rattle them. But everyone seems to think that they're going to have a falling out when they're both back at training. So if you could pass that message on for us, Klopp, that would be fantastic.
Do you know what? Kevin makes a good point as well. As much as you have to celebrate the winner, would it not be maybe throwing it in Salah's face if everyone's lifting Mane up and going mad, knowing that Mo is the victim of Mane's like victory? Do you get what I mean? Like, would that be a bit disrespectful as well?
I don't know. I think this depends on how it's done, personally.
Like if you and me were in the final against each other, bro, and then I won and you lost, I'd feel really bad if everybody was like picking me up and there was balloons everywhere and whatever, and I could see you in the corner upset, knowing that your upset was when I won. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel a bit weird about it, but like guys, come on, man. Like I appreciate it, but you're making Cal feel shit. No, I don't know. You know what I mean?
I don't think it'd be an issue personally.
Yeah. You just got to think about people's feelings. That's all I'm saying. I know they're all like grown-ups and stuff, but you do have to think about people's feelings, innit? So yeah, it's not like Mane didn't have a celebration. It looked sensational what was going on over in Senegal. Like that's a celebration. Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
But yeah, well, I don't know. I'm just so happy for him. You lot don't understand. Finally, the man's getting recognition that he's deserved for the last like 5 years. Anyway.
Naby when plays for Liverpool. Naby next injury will be while he's clipping his toenails. I'm not getting involved in Naby stuff.
Yeah, I'm not getting involved in this either.
Life's too short, and I don't want it to get shorter because of Matt. Jordan says Brendan might need to include Colo in the squad. John says, Cal, who would you sign in the summer and why? All right, so if I'm being realistic, I'll try and sign a right back, whether that be someone like Ben Johnson, Mazraoui, or Max Aarons. I would get in a third choice goalkeeper who's homegrown to replace Adrian, whether that be someone like Sam Johnston, Fraser Forster, or Alex McCarthy. And then I would try and get in a midfielder who can play as a DM or as a box-to-box, someone like Basuma. And then I would try and get in, if I had to choose between a wide forward and a striker, because we can't get Haaland, or I don't think we can get Haaland, I would try and get Pedro Neto if he comes back from his injury okay. If not him, then Moussa Diaby or Rafinha. And that's providing we keep Salah, Mane, and Firmino. Pimping the Stress. Big up Pimping the Stress. Drift, what's worse? Oh, wow. Drift, what's worse? Kaka Gate or Coutinho Gate?
Kaka Gate, because it affected me more.
I even bigged you up as well. Right,
Coutinho Gate's hilarious though, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
I even bigged you up as well. All right, I see you. I even bigged you up. Z Gold says Southampton might get slapped 9 again. No, I think they're do you know what? I'm not gonna say nothing. I doubt it, but you never know with Man City. They could do a madness. And if Southampton lose a player early, for example, then it could be a very, very bad evening. Right. So guys, I'm gonna put the link for the show in the comments now. As you guys come on, you'll get you'll get 2 minutes to ask your question, make your comment, have a rant, however you want to do it. We're going to get 15 callers on tonight. So when we get you on, you've got 2 minutes, and then me, Matt, and Drift will have a minute to respond, depending on whether we have to respond or not. So remember, guys, 2 minutes. We want to get 15 callers on tonight. So please stick to the 2 minutes if you can, and we'll try and obviously let you know when 2 minutes are up or coming towards a close as well. So the link is in the chat. But before we bring you guys in, make sure you check out our sponsors, Fansbet.
Bet £10 and get £30 free and 10 free spins on registration. Guys, all you have to do is click the link in the YouTube description. We have partnered with Fansbet, the best, in my opinion, the best fans betting experience. Not only can you bet with Fansbet and have great odds, but you can also support a cause that is really special to you or you have an affiliation with. You must be over 18 to play, and you must visit Be Gamble Aware if you have any issues or questions around gambling. But make sure you check out Fansbet. They're absolutely brilliant, and we're delighted to be partnered with them. So make sure you click the link in the YouTube description and head over to Fansbet, people. All right.
You know, bro, just before we bring in our caller, I'm really trying to manifest Aston Villa versus Man City is still a title deciding game. Like, we've really got to do our part to make sure we push it right to the point where that game matters. Like, we've really got to try, because if somehow we do, if there's 1, 2, or 3 points in it, and we've got a better goal difference, in case, you know, obviously there's 3 points in it, so we need, if they lose, then the goal difference needs to matter. And we go into that game, there'll be so much emotion around that game. It might happen, Cal. Gerrard's the manager. Coutinho with his fit and ready to go playing. And the whole situation of, like, you know, we've chased them down for weeks and weeks and weeks. And can we catch them on the last day like they did with us a couple years back? And all that, like, bro, Can you imagine the emotion that would bring on that last day? And I'm not even going to lie to you. Stevie would go hell for leather to get a result in that game. Like, there's no manager on the planet that would go that ham to make sure we won the league. There isn't.
I think we're gonna do it. I think we're winning the quadruple, bro.
Oh shit, we're not gonna do this, are we?
Yeah, I'm on that sauce today, I fully am.
We gotta get past Chelsea before we start believing a quadruple, bro.
Yeah, I'm on it, man. I'm on it. All right. I'm going to bring in our first caller. He's the one. He's the only. Zabiri with the locks. Welcome to the show.
Yo, what's happening, man? How you guys doing? What's up, Drift? Hey, you guys hear me good?
Yeah, we hear you, bro.
Yeah, we can hear you, bro. We can hear you.
Hey, I think you guys might have to do some investigating, because my Bluetooth never worked with this streaming thing.
You know what? Yeah, StreamYard don't like the Bluetooth thing for some reason. That's a problem with a lot of people.
Okay.
You actually sound clearer than normal, bro. So whatever you're doing at the moment is actually better, bro.
No, so what I always did, I always left the Bluetooth connected. So I think that was.
Oh, yeah, that must be it then. Yeah, man.
Yeah, so I turn it off and just to see if you guys can hear me good or not. So that's
much clearer now. Much clearer, man.
All right.
What's happening now, man?
So who we got today? We got Drifty and what's this? Dark Cal or just regular Cal?
Normal Cal.
It's normal Cal. I'm gonna have to air you out then, normal Cal. Yeah, Drifty, you know what my guy did? He did the 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
What, the hokey cokey in that?
Yeah, he called Thursday in America time or Friday morning in UK time. We didn't establish a rules for that, but I'll let it slide. That was a dirty one. But I appreciate the link, man. I appreciate the link. But you know what I'm deep in, though? You know, I come on here and I'm like, yo, FSG, yo, keep an eye on Klopp. I don't think Klopp has ever had, like, this big of a quality of a squad. You know what I'm saying? Like, everywhere he went, he always had good teams. But now you're starting to see the depth in the squad right now, man. And I'm telling you, it's not like we signed 5 people. We only signed 1. So how we go from signing 1 to having a big squad? People talking about, oh, we need 3 more guys. I don't think Klopp is that guy, though, with the big squad and the big stars. No, I think he's like a good core 13, and then he moved. If we get to signing the fans one, I think Klopp is in over his head. And the reason why I say that, I'm not saying Lampard is a good manager, but with a small squad, he did bits for Chelsea. Add 7 quality to that, and my man crumbled. So I think each manager has their position and their level. And I don't think Lampard level at Chelsea with 20 superstars, I don't think that's Lampard's level. And I think that's what Liverpool fans want. I'm going to be honest. I don't think that's Klopp's level. I think Klopp is a good 15 quality and a few sidemen. So I don't know what you guys think about that. Because I think that's what Lampard's failure at Chelsea was, man. With a small squad, he can do bits. Give him 22 superstars, and he's in the air. You know what I'm saying? So I want you, man, to chop that up because that's what I'm deep. And I think Klopp has limits as far as quality players go and the number of them that he has to manage them. So
fair days, man. We'll chop that up now then, bro. I've got an interesting insight into it. So, yeah, we'll chop that up now, bro.
Nah, you know, Drift, I'm going to be honest. It's not interesting. It's like I'm the only guy seen out here with 2020. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about the Lampard situation.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, but that was obvious, though. It was obvious, man. Got top 4 with a bang, crumble with a transfer window. That was obvious, man. That was obvious. That's what I think. But it might have not been. But anyway, chop it up. Let me know. Keep an eye on Klopp. I'm just saying. Watch him. I don't think it's FSG. Watch him. Watch him. He's all in. Two more signings and we are the top 4. I'm worried. But let me get back to
love as always, though, bro. Man. Love as always. Keep the hustle, man. Yeah, man.
Hey, big up, man.
Big up, bro. Big up. You know what, Kal? This is kind of ironic because we chopped this up yesterday on the Prem Panel show.
Yeah.
Obviously you guys couldn't make it yesterday. I think what Lampard's problem was, I think it might have been George that pointed it out quite well, is Lampard is a good manager, but he's not good with egos. And it might have been KG actually that pointed it out. And I think what was good about when Lampard had the transfer ban is there was a lot of youngsters, especially Mount and Tammy and that went on loan to Derby with him, that really looked up to him. So they were like, oh my God, like I remember Lampard when I was coming through the ranks and like, what a guy and all that. And let's be honest, there's quite a few scummy things about Chelsea, but there's certain players that are just stand-up guys, Drogba, and I think Lampard's one of them. Lampard isn't tainted. There's no stories. He's a stand-up guy. So he's a role model, and I feel like those people really looked up to him.
Got a bit lippy on the sideline to Klopp, but
yeah. But I'm all right with that because even though he shouldn't have done it, that's, you know what I mean. If you're gonna try and, if you're gonna bark with no bite, I get that. People do that all the time. But what the problem was when he brought the superstars in is that the superstars look at him and they go, well, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You've got no real experience and you've never won anything. So how are you gonna tell me what I'm supposed to do? And I'm Kai Havertz. Do you know who I am? You know what I mean? Like I'm Lukaku. Like, like those level of players that, like, obviously Lukaku came afterwards, but you get my point. Like those level of players will look at him and go, well, I've won this and I've won that. What have you won? Don't tell me what to do. And he seems like he's very, and I think that this is a culture with these new managers because Arteta's suffering it from a little bit, maybe Ollie a little bit when you look at the Van der Beek situation. They're like, do things that's like trying to show like their authority, but really it's like, bro, you're being ignorant. Yeah, I don't really get what you're doing there. You're throwing your weight around. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I think the Lampard situation was more he don't have the respect of the big boys because he hasn't got the caliber of wins and CV behind him. So I think that was quite well pointed out by the boys yesterday. And that's probably why it went bad when it wasn't kids he was playing anymore. And if you look at Arteta right now, Arteta's bringing through a lot of kids and the kids play for him. But the senior players, they got an issue with him. Because they're probably thinking that Aubameyang's played for people like Klopp and Tuchel. And then he's looking at Arteta and he's probably thinking, bro, you don't even know what you're doing, bruv. You don't know what you're doing. Don't tell me. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I'll let you answer the Klopp side of things, but I think that's the situation when it comes to Lampard. I just think I think that job was too big for him at the stage of his career. And a lot of people downplay that Gerrard went through the under-18s and actually really learnt craft and made mistakes when it didn't matter. Because we've got to be honest, not in a disrespectful way, but it doesn't matter what you do in the under-18s. That's just all about player development. Winning games and all that comes secondary to player development. The youth system at Liverpool and any club is just about every player making their progression of their career. So Gerrard can make mistakes. So before he went to Rangers, he probably made a load of mistakes that no one even saw happen that he could correct. And that's why he did well at Rangers. Whereas Lampard just went straight in at the deep end at Derby where there was high expectations. They should have got promoted. He failed to. And then he went to the top 10 job in world football, bro. Chelsea is a top 10 job in world football. Lampard. You can't even put the two together when you really think about it. So
yeah, I'm gonna be honest, Drift. I think you're being a bit nice about the whole Lampard thing. I don't hold those same opinions, but yeah, I just think he's a dead manager who's getting by with Lampard. Being real, on regards to Klopp, Zubiri does make good points. What I will say though, I think Klopp had that mentality maybe up until last season with the small squad, and one thing we have to remember as well, the reason why the depth looks fantastic now is because everyone's fit. And we've always said this, if everyone's fit, our squad depth is phenomenal. The problem is we've got so many injury-prone players. It's very, very rare we get situations like this where Klopp has everyone to choose from. You always say it, Drift. If you could wave a magic wand and everyone's fit, then we're good. But it doesn't work like that with our team. It doesn't work like that with football. So I think that's where the frustration comes with squad depth. When it's like this, it's fantastic, but it's not always like. In fact, the majority of the time, it's not like this. So I think Klopp does like maybe smaller squads than other managers, but I think he's starting to come out of that mindset now because he realizes that one, if you're going to compete against Man City's, Chelsea's, you're going to need a bigger squad, and two, we can't have a capitulation like we did last season by, getting these injuries and stuff. Again,
mods assemble, by the way.
Yeah, I'm going to put slow mode on because I know a lot of people think it's the mods being slack. It's actually not.
No, I know. But the thing about slow mode that I hate is that people that have real comments can't come in when they want. That's the thing I hate about slow mode. You know what I mean?
They can. They just have to.
Or lower the time on the slow mode, I'll say, Kall-In, so it's not as long. Do you know what I mean? It still stops the bots. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, going to bring on the next caller. Jairana.
Yo, guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, bro.
Yeah,
How
what's
are
up,
you,
man, bro?
How are you doing, bro? I'm good, thank you. How are you guys?
Good, bro.
I'm blessed, man, blessed. Is this your debut, bro?
I've been on quite a while ago, but I haven't had a chance to come in recently.
Okay, no, big up, man. What's going on, bro?
It's kind of, let's say it's my first team debut.
You play for Gerrard, now you play for Klopp. Yeah. I get you. What's going on,
guys,
bro?
Before you start my timer, guys, I just want to say, you man, you man are the Kante of the YouTube scene. Work rate is mad. Work rate is mad.
Love for that, bro.
Up and down. The work rate is mad. So, guys, smash the like. Everyone smash the like. Let's get these man what they deserve.
Thank you, bro.
Come on, man. Big up, bro. Big up. You heard him. Smash that like button, guys. Indeed. Get that like button smashed.
All right, guys.
What's on your mind, bro?
So, I want to talk about is the transfer window. So, I think we're a few signings away from just being absolutely up there with City. And let's say my ideal transfer window would be Florian Wirtz, Bissouma, Rafinha, and Mazraoui, and Bellingham as well, obviously. But I think we honestly need to forget.
Whoa. As soon as you threw Bellingham in, bro, it became a fantasy. It was like
I know, but we need to forget. We need to forget about Bellingham. Like, it's not Liverpool aren't spending that money. Full stop. We're just never going to do that. So apart from Bellingham, that would be my ideal window. But I've just put together a little something for what could be realistic. So here's the outgoings: Origi on a free, Minamino 15 mil, Keita 25 mil, Ox 15 mil, Milner on a free, Nico 10 mil, Phillips 10 mil. So that comes up to 75 mil altogether. And I believe that Jones should go on a Premier League loan, because look at the effect that it's had on players like Gallagher. So I think that's what Jones needs right now. And then for incomings, I think we need 3 more on top of Carvalho. So put Carvalho aside, we need 3 more on top of that. So right back, mine would be Max Aarons, 25 mil. Anthony from Ajax would be my right winger, 45 mil. And I only say that because Raf's not going to come in to play League Cup and FA Cup. I think we have to be a bit realistic. Out of the front 3, who would you say is the least droppable? It's always going to be Salah. He's the first name there. Like, you think Salah's going to say, oh, Raf's going to come in and he's just going to do his thing. Salah's not having that. So I think if we bring Anthony in, young, hungry, going to prove himself, I think we can get him in. and he'll go well with the team. And my centre mid is going to be controversial, but I think we need Tielemans or Ruben Neves. Now, the reason I say this is Prem proven already, very good 8, and I need midfielders that can shoot from range and can pass forward and drive with the ball. So I think we don't play the number 10, so we need to get the next best thing. And I think Tielemans is the next best thing from a 10 because he's very good at long range shots. And if you guys know, there was a journalist that broke the Origi news, I think Sven Castles or something. He said last summer that we're in for Tielemans, and it was quite a strong link in the summer. So I believe that we'll be in for him again in the summer. And with Neves, Linders used to be at Porto, our assistant manager, and Neves came through in the Porto ranks. So, and Linders said on interview before that Neves is someone that the LFC are looking at, like is there on record. So I think Neves or Tielemans combined with Max Aarons, Fabio Carvalho, and Anthony, and I think we're set. We can literally win it everything and challenge City for whatever it is.
We're gonna chop that now.
Very good points, though. Yeah, very good points, man.
Thank you. And guys, one last question before I go. I just want to say this is something you guys can think on. Who's got more memorable moments and better performances out of Naby and Ox? Because for me, if I think about it, Ox comes to mind. If I had to keep one, I'm just saying, Ox comes to mind. Let's say both Man City performances, League, Champions League, and the one against Arsenal, the one where we smacked them in penalties. I struggle to think about Kate. Matt, don't hate me, but I struggle to think when it comes to Kate. Apart from the United this season, So guys,
I agree with you, but I don't want Matt to kill me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Jay, you've been
big
a star, brother.
Big up, bro.
Thank you guys for having me on.
Pleasure, bro.
Yeah, pleasure, man. Big up, bro.
Thank you, guys.
Take care, man.
Do you know what, Cal? I kind of get where he's coming from with the Neves situation, and I'll tell you why. He's not a Hollywood name. He's not the type of name that just draws you in and you're like, oh, do you know what I mean? Like, I feel sensational right now. But what Neves could do, bro, that I think people sleep on, yeah? I told you, man, it's candy, man. What Neves could do that maybe people sleep on is keep the team playing very similar to the way we do when Thiago plays. Because he's not as good as Thiago, but he's a similar mold of player. And I think what you see is when you've got Fabinho and Thiago, it's not just about how good they are as individuals. It's about how well they complement each other. So I think Neves and Fabinho could complement each other the way Thiago and Neves do, but just at a little bit of a lower level. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get the thinking behind it, because if you want to control games and you want to have that kind of dictating method, which I think a 4-2-3-1 means you do have to have, I feel like Neves could work. I get the method to the madness behind Neves. It'd be a very cheap acquisition, maybe about 15, 20 mil at the most that would have to pay for him. Do you get what I mean? How old is he? That's the only thing I don't know.
Neves about 24.
Is that how young Neves is, yeah?
Remember, Neves was captain in Porto at like the age of 18.
Wow, so that means that he's actually of a good age as well then. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. I get the method to the madness. The Tielemans one is funny for me because I rate the guy. I do. But there's something about Tielemans.
Sorry, he's 25 next month. He's got the same birthday as my missus, 25 next month.
So that means that he's got a perfect age. So the Neves situation, I hit, and you know what? No disrespect to him as well. But if you come from Wolves, just like Jota did, I think you're willing to fight for your place and accept that you're not just a guaranteed star, where he does make a very valid point. Rafinha's what we all want because we want the glamour, the glitz, the glory. But the level Rafinha's at, he probably would reject us knowing he's going to be back up to Mo, innit? If you really think about it.
That's why I've been saying Neto.
Like I think at 21, Neto is a player who would accept it. You're right. I think he would come in and know that I can't guarantee my start, but I'll fight for it. Rafinha's at that proper age now. He's established. He's an international now. He's not coming here to be a second fiddle guy, is he? Let's be real.
All right, check it. This is where I sit with Neves and Tielemans. And Jay makes some great points because they're great players, in my opinion. I know Tielemans gets quite a lot of stick. I think he's fantastic. And I know we'll sit there and say 24, 25, yeah, that's a good age. But you have to consider how much running they've done by that age.
Now, bear in mind, Tielemans has been playing first team football since the age of 16.
That's true.
Neves has been playing first team football since the age of 17, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not talking about first team football bit part players. I'm talking about one of the first names on the team sheet. Whereas you look at someone or most other players, they don't really become established until they're maybe like 21. So Tielemans has got 5 years on a lot of players, and Neves has got 4 years on a lot of players. So even though they may be 24 and 25, they've probably done a lot more running than someone who might be about 27, 28. So even though on paper their age seems right, legs-wise, they may be further along than their age actually suggests. So I don't actually think it's as cut and dry as those two players for the age. In terms of playing style, I think Tielemans works in our system if we play him as the most advanced forward midfielder. Neves would work brilliant in a pivot. My only worry is if we bring in Tielemans or Neves, I still think we're lacking that absolute athlete in midfield that I don't think we have at the moment. And I don't think it's just about an athlete, but an athlete like a Basuma who can actually do all the techie stuff as well. I think it makes a difference. Danny, again, you're right. They have got fantastic experience as well, but we've got loads of experience in the squad as well. I'm not saying you can never have too much, but I just, what I'd want to do, what I don't want to do is bring in a player that's got so much mileage, and then you're like, rah, have we signed them even though they're young? They might even be burnt out. So that's my.
Let me just ask you a question based on what you're saying, bro, because I understand where you're coming from.
Sorry, to use a drifty analogy. Say, for example, you've got a 2018 car and you've got a 2014 car. In theory, the 2018 car should be better and run better because it's a newer model, it's a newer car. But let's say the 2018's got 60,000 miles on the clock and the 2014's got 25,000. You might be better off going for the slightly older model there.
Yeah. I fully get. No, I know. I totally get where you're coming from, but the only thing is
the analogy. You know,
the only thing I will say is though, bro, is Klopp not trying to change for? There's a slight part of me that feels like Klopp wants to be a bit more possession based, Cal. And I don't think you've got to do as much running when you've got the ball. So I feel like a Basuma isn't as important if we've got the ball. You get what I mean?
I do.
I feel like Basuma is important when you don't have the ball. But when you do have the ball, Neves can be as effective. Do you get what I mean?
That's very true. I just look at it and think, even though you want to play possession-based, it's going to be difficult if you lose the ball because you haven't really got someone you could potentially chase, whereas Basuma can do that. And I think he keeps possession well as well. But I hear what you're saying. He doesn't keep possession as well as Neves, but very few midfielders do. So I get where you're coming from.
And you know what? I think he's very underrated being able to have a player who can shoot from distance, as the caller was saying as well. Neves is brilliant from distance. Yeah. It is a shame we don't have many players who can just hit a 25-yard and keep everyone on their toes. We need that. You do need that. That's why when Ox came in, he was such a revelation to the squad because he was that midfielder that was just willing to have a run and just have a shot. Do you know what I mean? And we don't have anyone else. And his injuries have even stopped him from being like that. But that was what was so brilliant about the way Ox came into the team and established himself. He would just pick the ball up, dribble with it 15, 20 yards and just bang a shot. And we caught City off guard a lot of times because of that, because they're thinking we're going to be all intricate. And Ox is like, no, we say, I'm just going to hit it from here, bro. Like, I don't really care about all that other shit. I'm going to just hit it from here. And he scored, 2-3 goals against City and caught them off guard. So I get that. That's shooting from distance. I've missed that for a very long time, having a midfielder that can shoot from distance, man.
All right, going to get our next caller in. El Silva, can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you,
What's
bro.
happening, bro?
How you doing, brother?
How you doing, guys, man? How you doing?
Not too bad.
Do you know what? There's no question or nothing like that. I'm just on here to show some love, to be honest, because
bless you, man.
I've been watching you lot for quite a while now, and do you know what? There's a lot of like Liverpool like fan channels out here, but do you know what? It's different with you guys because I can relate to you lot. Do you know what I mean? It's different because like I'm from Croydon as well. I don't live in Croydon anymore.
Hey,
but I live in Kent now, innit? But I used to live in Croydon. I know
you're one of the smart ones. I get you. You gotta get out the hood. You know what I'm saying?
No, nothing like that. But yeah, listen, like I can relate to you a lot. You know what I mean? Like I know the barbershop you're talking about. I know exactly where it is. It's just I'm just trying to show some love. You know, I love the work rate you lot are saying. Like it's good, man. It's good. I try to watch.
We genuinely appreciate that, bro. Like real talk, like people. I know that type of stuff does come across as corny sometimes and a little bit cheesy and stuff, but there's no other way to say it. Like we truly do appreciate the whole community, and when you guys say this stuff to us, trust me, it's why we work hard and why we grind. Like if you lot didn't enjoy it, we wouldn't enjoy doing it. Do you know what I mean? So truly, like we feel blessed to have you guys support. Do you know what I mean? So big up to all of you, like, and no, appreciate the love, man.
Definitely. That's pretty much it, you know. So guys, keep up the good work.
Bless you, man.
Watch when I can, but sometimes it's a bit too late in it because I got work in that. So, but
no, of course, but sometimes people apologize to us because they don't catch us live. And we're like, guys, we know, we know the struggle, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? We get it, bro. You know what I mean? You can watch it anytime. The video will always be there. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man. No, love for that though, bro. Big up, man.
Well, one question actually: if you guys like look into sort of podcasts and that, because when I'm driving my car and that, I'd love to like sort of listen to you lot, like I don't know, on a podcast or like just on my way to work sort of thing. Like,
we'll get that done, bro.
Yeah, we're definitely looking into that, bro. We're definitely looking into that. So yeah, man. Keep an eye on it, and that should be there really soon, bro. Trust.
Nice one. Take care.
Big up, man. Yeah, man. Bless, bro. Big up, brother. Big up.
No worries.
Very, very, very nice call, man.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. Like I said, man, it doesn't go. The love doesn't go unnoticed. Trust me. Do you know what I mean? Big up to everyone, man. Trust me.
Indeed. I'll bring our next caller. LFC for Dave.
Yo.
Yeah,
we hear you, bro.
Every time I see that avatar, it just passes me off. I'm like,
I ain't gonna lie, when I heard that they got Luis Diaz, I thought we were going to hear the news of John Henry had been robbed or something, because I couldn't believe the wallet was used.
Yeah, I see certain man going around saying that his wallet got stolen, innit? And certain man just quickly used the credit card and that.
It must have been finesse, because I was hearing, and the way they were very quick with the transfer, I was like, no way, someone had him at gunpoint or something. I was not expecting that. And then I was hearing we were going to try and finish the Fabio Cavani deal. I was like, what? FSG doing signings in 2022. I was, it was early Christmas, but hey, bro, there was some saucy football I saw yesterday. I usually don't watch the football from Liverpool because I think it's dross sometimes, but yesterday, oh my god, bro, it was like NBA, bro. There was rebound after rebound. I saw that Salah shot. He was unlucky, he didn't go in because that would have been a good banger. But then how can I see Diaz take the ball quickly and go again? I was like, on a volley. I was like, oh my god. If it wasn't like Schmeichel, this guy always turns prime at Anfield. I don't know what possesses him. He always turns prime. It's like someone bangs juju on this guy and he does prime.
But not even just Anfield. Look at his performance when we went to the K-Power, bro. Like he was sensational in that game, bro.
I don't understand. I don't understand it. But if it wasn't for him, they'd be holding something like 10, holding 10 yesterday. But hey, I ain't gonna lie. That game, see, if I was to go into the sun window and you gave me a Didi and James Justin, I know people maybe necessarily wouldn't care about that, but for me, I'd be kind of content with that. James Justin as backup for Trent. To be honest, some people would say James Justin isn't really backup, but for me, if you rotate between those two, then you got something that you've got on the left with Tsimikas and Robertson, in my opinion. And then
100%.
I feel like Ndidi as a backup for Fabinho here, or playing even. I don't really see Ndidi as a backup, but I don't see him also starting over Fabinho. But it'd be nice. That's the problems I want Klopp to have. I want Klopp to have problems. But this is also going to show, if we get more signings, what Klopp is going, if it's Klopp or FSG in terms of this signings. Because if he gets all these players, and we're seeing the same players playing even if they're off form, then we kind of have a problem. We know who it is now. Because, I feel like Tsimikas, I feel for him because Robertson's doing good, don't get me wrong. But I feel there's certain things we need Robertson to be rotated off, that he's getting off liberties like shots. We keep saying about shots. You see Trent took a shot, nearly got a goal. Robertson was in a position yesterday, kind of faltered. Like, I think that's something Tsimikas takes on. But it's nice problems for us to be like. We were here complaining a few years ago that we don't have enough squad players. Now we're complaining that this player should come off the bench. It's nice problems to have. But yeah, big up yourselves and
big up to you, bro.
Big up, yeah, man. Love as always, brother. Love as always, man. Big up, man.
Yes, lad. See you.
Take care, bro.
Do you know what? Yeah. He makes a valid point, bro. He's very like James. Imagine Justin on the bench, Cal. Bloody hell,
I said this yesterday.
I mean, I am in the camp the way I believe Justin's too good to hold bench. Like genuinely, like I do. Like I think he's too good to hold bench. But Tsimikas is too good to hold bench. If we're being completely honest, so he makes great points. Do you know what I mean? Like I said it before. I think Tsimikas starts for every single team in the league. Like, you lot might, non-Liverpool fans might think I'm getting carried away, but he's better than Chilwell. He's better than, what's my man who's really a midfielder? Zinchenko. He's better than Zinchenko. He's better than Shaw. He's better than Tierney. But I genuinely think that Tsimikas is the second best left back in the league behind Robertson. He's just not being allowed to play week in, week out and prove it. Tsimikas is levels, bro. Like in my opinion, anyway. Like I'm being biased, but no. If people are saying Cancelo, Cancelo originally is a right back. So if Cancelo's playing left back, 100% Cancelo over Simi. But remember, Cancelo's just that versatile. Originally, though, he's a right back. Yeah, but because Pep's such a G, he's got Walker and Cancelo's all playing out of position. But if Cancelo was playing at right back, which is his actual natural position, Tsimikas. Yeah. One thing I will say though, bro, and I think we might have spoken about this at some point, so it's in my memory, but I can't actually remember out loud. I think Trent has changed the game so much without us realizing. We're expecting all these things from right backs now because Trent has revolutionized the position. Nobody cared about your right back being able to shoot and stuff before Trent. Before Trent, a right back was just a Gary Neville or a Steve Finnan. Very solid, very reliable, defends well. And now we're like, yo, we need our right back to be hitting top bins from set pieces. We need him to be whipping in corners. We need him to be taking shots.
Crossfield passing with both feet.
Because Trent is different, guys. And Trent is like, subconsciously, because we're so used to Trent. Someone said this to me yesterday, Cal. Are we taking for granted people like Van Dijk? Because he hit such a height that now when he plays well, we're giving him 7s, and really for another club, it'd be a 10. But we're so used to him just buoying up the thing that like we're like getting like you see yesterday's Van Dijk performance, yeah? I reckon if a Harry Maguire or like a Gabriel does that performance that Van Dijk done yesterday, that fan reaction of Arsenal or Man United or whatever, they're like going nuts about how well that performance was. But for us, we're just used to it. We're like, yeah, that's a Van Dijk just doing Van Dijk, innit? I feel like we're like that with a lot of our players. I think Robertson, Matip, Van Dijk, Alisson, Trent, Fabinho, Henderson. I think there's a lot of our players where we just do that a lot. Like if they play well, we like downplay it a bit because we're just so used to a high standard. Whereas other clubs,
snuck in Hendo there still.
Yeah, but Henderson's been playing at a high level for such a long time that now he's underperforming. I think it's really being highlighted because of the high level he's been at. Because if Henderson was performing the way he is now in a team like Arsenal or Man United, he'd still be brilliant for that team. But our standards are so high that we're like, well, what's going on here? I'm being honest with you, bro.
I love Hendo, but I don't know if I agree with that statement.
Nah, bro, you put Henderson in that Man United team doing what he's doing for us, and it still improves their midfield. I'm sorry. It just does,
but that's because their midfield is so bad.
Exactly. So the point I'm making is our midfield is so good that we take for granted performances that when we go, it's just like a 6 or a 7, where those clubs are crying for a 7. You see James Milner? You see those clubs? Arsenal and Man United right now, but James Milner will play every week. I'm not trying to be shady. I'm being real, bro. Bro, I'm telling you now, James Milner will play every week.
He'd play often, but not every week, Drift.
Maybe not because of his age, but his ability-wise and his performances, he'll be outperforming Freds and McTominays and El Nenis and whoever the other guys are playing in those midfields, bro.
I agree.
Tottenham, Milner will be playing every week at Tottenham. Who's keeping Milner out the team at Tottenham? I think Chelsea and Man City are the only clubs who's keeping Milner out the squad, bro. I'm being real, bruv. His age might mean he can't play every week, but he still be playing, bruv. Like, and I think we take it for granted. I do. I think there's a lot of performances. The Mane shade, we're taking it for granted. All these other clubs would die to have Mane playing on their left wing. I'm just saying.
This is why I got to disagree, Drift. I think you're more not necessarily with Milner and Hendo, but with Mane, you're thinking about the name. Mane, look, I hate continuing to do this because I think everyone thinks I hate Mane when it couldn't be further from the truth. Like, he's one of my favorite Liverpool players. But, I mean, him having that high level is because he set that high level. So we can't kind of let him drop those levels because other players, because this is Liverpool at the end of the day. Like Man City, you drop your level, you're no longer needed, you're surplus to requirements. We're at that level. Barcelona, you drop your level, you're surplus to requirements. Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, we're talking about like them clubs now. So we can't think about Liverpool as the underdog anymore. We are the top dog.
No, I hear that. But we still have to be realistic.
In the season where we might not be favourites, and that's against Man City home and away. Every other game we go into is favourites. We're no longer underdogs. So when a player hasn't performed for a stretch, you have to question what's going on, in my opinion. So yes, Mane via his name would get into those teams, but off the back of his performances, we can't say that because his performances haven't been up to par on a consistent basis. Same with Hendo, they haven't been up to par for a consistent basis. At their peak, yeah, Mane walks into every team in world football at their peak, but he's not playing at his peak at the moment. So that I think that's where the disconnect is.
I disagree, but I respect your point, though.
But yeah,
I still think those two walk into every team other than City and Chelsea, and maybe even Chelsea for Mane.
Mane walks into Chelsea.
Yeah.
Hendo don't. Hendo can't walk into Chelsea's midfield.
No. He can't walk into Chelsea or City's, but he walks into Arsenal, Tottenham, and Man U's. I don't care.
Yeah. Definitely agree with that. Right, let's get the next caller in. John Moore, can you hear us, bro?
I got my hands.
Not too bad, bro.
What's up,
As you
bro?
can see, John, I brought out the 96 jersey today. I can't see you, so I'm going to swap you with me. What we saying today? Okay. I see you, the Hitachi. Okay, I see you.
I win that one.
Yeah, you do. You do. That's why I humbled myself, John. That's why. If
it's made with cream, then you'd have won.
Yeah.
That was that's the Patrick burger, isn't it? The cream one was the Patrick burger.
My cream one's in the wash at the moment because my little one decided to put it on the other day without my permission, and he's still facing the wall now. So the less about that. How you doing, John? What you got for us tonight, brother?
Not bad, mate. Not bad. Hope you're all well. Not much. Really. I'm not liking the disrespect of Jordan Henderson at the minute. It's really starting to get to me. We're talking about our captain of the Liverpool Football Club, who lifted the Champions League and the Premier League that we waited 30 years for. Not even Steven Gerrard has lifted that trophy above his head. So why are we not showing Jordan Henderson the exact same respect that we show Steven Gerrard?
100%. I agree with you, bro. That's why I champion it on here. And I know, obviously, we just had the discussion, and I get where people are coming from. Don't get me wrong, but like I don't get it. Like I fully understand when a player drops his level that it can affect the team's performances. So maybe he's got to sit out for a little while. Maybe he's got to get rested and that kind of stuff. Like I'm all for that, but I just hate he's not good enough anymore. He should go. When it gets to that level, that's when I feel like it's disrespectful. Do you get what I mean?
Like you were saying, he walks into Arsenal's team. He walks into United. He walks into Tottenham. He walks into every single team in that league, bar Liverpool City. I actually think he walks in Chelsea's team.
Oh, I don't know about that one, John.
I think he gets in the Chelsea team. I do. I think his leadership in the Chelsea team would actually do really well for Evans.
Yeah, it's a debate if you compare it with the Juninho situation, but because I don't think he'd play over Kovacic or Kante. But the Jorginho, maybe, you know what I mean? I guess it depends which way you sway it, maybe.
John, sorry, John and Drift, can I flip it on you for a second? I'm not saying this based on me. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate here. Would you say it's because for me, when I hear you say disrespect, for me, disrespect is like coupling Milner and Henderson's name together, or saying he's like completely dead food, or I'm seeing tweets where people are like, if he gets injured, it might help the club. Like that for me is disrespect. But when a fan says, I think his levels dropped, or he's not playing well, or he should be benched at the moment, or he shouldn't be one of the first names on the team sheet, I personally don't see that as disrespect. I see that as a fan expressing their opinion.
No, neither do I.
No. Saying he should be benched for a bit isn't disrespect. But I think last night people were actually celebrating that he was injured.
Yes, that is mad. Yeah.
That's disrespect. Telling him that he's done, get him out of the club, sell him. That's disrespect.
Why are you celebrating one of your own players, a club that you apparently love being injured? I say apparently because if you love a club, you don't want any player injured.
100%. I agree with that.
Taki Minamino isn't my favorite player, but I'd never wish him to have an injury.
Facts.
And I'll always support him when he's on the field.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It just baffles me. And another quick thing, Bobby, I never want to see him in the front three ever again. Bobby, no, I'm not saying get rid of Bobby. Don't get rid of Bobby, give him a new contract. But Bobby has to play as a number 10.
I do get the logic. I do get that logic.
He's better than that midfield.
I get the logic. I think it's time for Bobby to go into midfield. I do think it's time for him to go into midfield.
I think it suits his game a lot better. And don't forget, we didn't buy him as a striker. We bought him as a midfielder.
Yeah.
So he's probably more used to being in midfield. He's probably more comfortable.
I hear that.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that.
Especially with Diaz. Like, come on. You get Diaz on the left, Jan through the middle, Salah on the right, and Bobby just behind.
Although I don't have a problem with Bobby being a striker if we got another wide midfielder and didn't buy a striker. So if we brought in an Anthony or a Rafinha or a player of that level, and then Bobby was the backup to Jota up front, I'm still okay with that.
No, I'm happy with backup.
Do you get what I mean? Yeah.
I'm happy with him backup, but I don't. If Jan is fit, then Jan has to play there.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Where else does he play? He can't play in the left. He doesn't play in the right.
No, I agree with that. I agree, man.
But sorry, Kal.
So right now, but John, as always, bro, it's always a pleasure having you on. Obviously, you won this week with the battle of the old shirts. Next week, I'm gonna come back and we're gonna go again.
As long as you don't bring the cream one out, if you bring cream out, no matter what I have, you win.
I mean, it is what it is, bro. If I got the cream one,
the guy. You do me dirty just like you done Drifty dirty last week. You forgot the new contract looking up yet?
Look, we've got Cal's contract under review because the Coutinho situation is a bit techie. We got the FSG.
I haven't signed it yet because I want back pay. So.
Cal, you need to take a wage cut.
We're gonna find him.
But John, we're gonna chop this up now, brother.
2 months' wages.
But love as always, though, bro. I look forward to what kit you'll be wearing next week as well, bro. Big up, man.
Nice one, guys. Love you.
Big up, John.
Big up, brother. Love, man. Big up. You know, just quickly before we move on as well, Cal, because there's a few people who don't understand the Henderson situation. So as you said, there were people celebrating he was injured, and then there was a rumor started today that he had an ACL, and I was disgusted.
No, it wasn't a rumor, Drift. So I don't want to bring the tweet up because I don't want to give any shine to that person, but they basically said if Hendo had an ACL, this team, like it would be something along the lines like if Hendo had an ACL, it would work better for the team or something along those lines.
Did it not say Henderson has an ACL? This is going to be better for us. Isn't that what it was?
Yeah, but as in like not saying he has it, but like he's just saying, imagine this was a situation. almost.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was disgusted by it, whichever way. Like, I couldn't, what the hell, man? But it made me have to go and start checking to make sure that Hender was okay. Like, I was like, hold on, wait, what?
It's disgusting.
Like,
it's disgusting.
Yeah, brother. How can you wish an ACL injury on your own captain, man? I'm sorry, man. I was disgusted by it, bro.
I'm going to be real with you. Even a player I despise, I wouldn't even...
Neither would I, bro.
I wouldn't even want an ACL injury.
Neither would I, bro. 100%.
To put out, one, to put out an atmosphere, two, to wish it on someone, and two, to wish it on a player that you claim to support is disgusting on so many levels. Like, and do you know what it is? Someone like that's probably never had a bad injury, innit?
Because a lot of people forget the pain the player's in who gets the injury. Like, we, as fans, we just go, he can't play. Bro, I tell you now, some of the injuries I had when I used to play football, bro. Look, you're lying in bed, moaning in agony, bro, at the pain you're going through. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's peak, bro. Like, I don't know, man.
I had ACL, bro. I couldn't do anything for the first week and a half. Like, bro, I had to put a deck chair in the shower to shower, bro. Hold my leg out of the shower, like, and people are wishing me some people.
That's mad.
Yeah, people like that shouldn't be watching football, man. Should not be watching football. Can I say something on the Bobby stuff, Drift?
Yeah, of course, bro. Go on.
As much as I want Bobby to stay from an emotional standpoint, I don't know how it's going to work. Because...
That's why Klopp's played the big bucks, bro. No, I'm not joking, bro. You make that shit work, bro. If Bobby leaves this club, I'm going to be pissed, bro.
No, I will be as well, but we also have to be realistic about it. If Harvey Elliott and Fabio Carvalho is coming in, and let's say we keep Curtis Jones,
who better to learn?
4 number 10s at the club, and I know everyone
better to learn off, Cal.
No, I hear that, but we haven't officially, like, me saying I want Bobby to play the 10 is because I'd like to think he can play that role, but there's no evidence to suggest that he can anymore. Like, he's done a lot for Liverpool Football Club. Like, and look, I'm coming from this and being as rational as I can be without involving any emotion.
Look at the mask again quickly before you finish the conversation.
I've even turned the mask over because I don't want that smile.
No, but look at it, bro. As you're talking, you got to look at it, bro. Look him in the eyes, bro.
I can't. If I look him in the eyes, then it becomes emotional again. But I do worry about what's going to happen. And I think he's a player, because even when you see him come off yesterday, he's not a player that's going to kick up a fuss or anything like that. But he's got to be in a club and he's got to be in a team because of impact and what he brings to the team. And we need to see it on a regular basis. Like, I'll sit here and say I wouldn't mind if we sold Minamino in the summer, but Minamino, when he's played, for the most part, has done a part. He's done something. He's brought something to the table. So right now, if someone was to turn around and say, well, Minamino doesn't deserve to be sold in the summer, I can't sit there and be like, no, that person's wrong. I have to have a debate about it. Whereas with Bobby, with the contract renewal and the fact that we haven't seen him play as a 10, we don't know if Klopp is going to play over 10. He's not a starter over Jota for me, in my opinion, in most games. There's a conversation, man. If it's up to me, I keep Bobby forever, but we have to look at it sometimes not through fan glasses and sometimes what the club needs as well.
I understand where you're coming from, but
it hurts me to say that. It bloody hurt me.
No, I know it does. I know it does. And you know, bro, fucking well played for keeping a straight face while you did that as well, bro. Where I'm coming from on the Bobby situation is, I feel like you have to keep the old guard around if they're willing to be substitute type players. And I think Milner's done it absolutely brilliantly for us. And it's what I'm hoping Henderson is willing to do as well, and one or two others. And I don't like the idea of getting rid of the players who know what the foundation is like and do contribute and can contribute, because of this buy to sell. Because I think the reason why we always think about this as fans, deep down, regardless of whatever happens, when we really think about it and deep it, it's always down to the buy to sell. We've always got to think about money, because if we weren't thinking about money, we wouldn't be bothered. Nobody told Vincent Kompany when he had to leave. The guy had no kneecaps left. But no Man City fan was saying, oh, he's got to go, because it wasn't about money. They just wanted their legend to be there and contribute where and when he could. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So you put it on Firmino. Firmino still massively can contribute. But we're just so, well, guys, if we can get 20 mil for him, we should just do it because we've got to reinvest.
Nah, I'm not even saying it like that. I'm just thinking about him being in the squad. Does he even get minutes? Does he contribute? Because for me, as a striker anymore, no, I think...
No, but Bobby can contribute in more ways than one. Off the bench, Bobby's one of our best players. I've noticed this. I've paid attention. He's very good at coming on with 20 minutes to go and making an impact, getting involved, changing the way we're playing. Even if that becomes his role at Liverpool now at 30, 31 years old, bro. If he's all right with it, I'm all good for it, bro. You don't get rid of players like that. You don't get rid of players. Because then, do you know what, bro? Then you go back to people like Tyler Morton and Kai Gordon coming off the bench. And with all due respect, they're not affecting the game. They're too young. They're wet behind the ears. Those men ain't coming on. If I'm in a Champions League final with 20 minutes to go, and God forbid we get an injury to somebody, if Bobby's coming off the bench, I'm all right, bro. If Kai Gordon is coming off the bench, bro, I'm asking, is this guy even ready for this?
No, that's fair.
You get what I mean? Bobby doesn't go anywhere if he's willing to accept. I'm always willing to fall back and go, your career is more important in my opinion. So do you know what, Bobby? If Barcelona are saying they'll play you every week and you want to go, I will hold no grudge if that's where you want to go and finish your career. But if you love Liverpool enough that you're okay to do a James Milner now, where you're going to play 20 games a season and you're going to definitely contribute, but you're not a guaranteed starter, well, I want you here as long as you want to be here. Because I know you're going to come off that bench and you're going to make an impact. And when you play, you are going to know what is going on. You're also going to be there for the young boys when they're coming through, and you're part of the vibe. I don't care what anyone says. In that dressing room, Bobby Firmino is one of the main people, bro, that keeps that dressing room popping, bro.
You're right.
Do you get what I'm saying, bro? You can't lose those type of people, bro.
You're right.
You can't lose those type of people, bro. Like, it's real, bro. It's real, bro. Who's the first person who goes over and hugs somebody?
Moment. I'm back now.
You had your moment, bro. I had to bring you back, bro. I had to reel you back in, bro.
We're back, baby. We're back.
It is what it is. And you know, but you've got to look at the other people. This is what I do a lot as well. I look at the other people and I see what they're doing. And there's certain people in our squad that people look for and the people that they want and the people that they want to celebrate with. Van Dijk and Bobby are two of the main people. As soon as something good happens, they look for them. They want to know where they are. Where are you, bro? I want to celebrate with you. Bobby and Van Dijk, pay attention, guys. They're the two people in our team that people look for more than anybody else to go and celebrate with when there's a moment. Because they look up to those people. They respect them people. They're the vibe. Watch the face on people when those two come over for the celebration. It's different to everybody else. It's different to everybody else, I'm telling you. You can't let those people leave the club. I'll be devastated if Firmino leaves this club. Real talk. No, it can't happen, man. Get that fucking contract signed now. Like I said, unless he says, guys, I want to play every week, then I will understandingly, begrudgingly let him go. But I'll still be devastated about it. So.
I hear it. Jamal, welcome to the show, bro.
Hi. Can you guys hear me?
We hear you, brother. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, bro. Big up, bro.
Sorry, have I got a lot of background noise?
Is it good now?
You haven't. If you get what?
No, not you. Like,
is it better?
Bringing the house down at the moment, so I didn't know. If
no. Cal's talking about his background as well. You're fine, Jamal. We can hear you, bro.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Drifty, well said on that that Firmino statement you said, bro. Well said, because I was gonna say, man, Firmino have to stay, man. He's quality,
100%.
and not Firmino. But yeah, I just want to quickly touch on the Henderson situation. You know, I completely agree with you as well, Drifty. You know what I feel? I feel like people were angry and annoyed when Henderson was playing at a world-class level. And they couldn't wait until he gets bad form. Like, they just couldn't wait. Soon as this guy has been consistent for about 3 years now. And I feel like so much people was annoyed, man. And this season, he had about, I'll say, 2 months of bad form. And these guys are getting him out. I mean, are we forgetting, guys? But yeah, that's another thing. The thing I want to say is I want to shed love on 2 players. One from Liverpool, one from another club. The first guy is Thiago Alcantara.
Hey, come on. Come on.
I think sometimes, is he even playing for Liverpool? I mean, this guy is on a technical level. This guy is the most technically gifted player in our team. I'm sorry, I'm saying he's the best player. If you want to, Salah is obviously your best player, but if you just want to bring back things to the playground and talk about talent, it's Thiago, man. I mean, guys.
Preach, Jamal. Preach, bro. Preach.
Yeah, because, guys, I'm not lying. If this guy played in the Brentford game away and in the Brighton game when we draw 2-2, I think we win those games because he controls the game, man, and we miss him. We miss him so much. And I'm like you, Jeffy. I like those ballers, man. I like the ballers with no shin pads and the black gloves and just got it, man. These guys just got it.
I was telling you, bro. I'm telling you know what, bro? Sorry to cut you, bro, before you finish. See Thiago, bro. I don't quite think our fan base know what the fuck is going on, bro.
Yeah,
bro. I don't think they know, bro. I know people know when I love a player, I go overboard. There's no shame in my game. I accept it. I admit it. I hold responsibility. But bro, Thiago, I don't think people understand how good Thiago actually is. Like I didn't get carried away when we signed him for nothing because I knew what was going on and I couldn't even believe my club was doing it. I was in shock. I was like, hold on a minute. So we say Liverpool actually realised that they should every now and again go and get a baller like this. And he's the best signing Liverpool has ever made. He might not be the best signing Liverpool's ever made in terms of what their legacy ended up being, but at just the moment of the signing where you're thinking he hasn't done anything yet, but the impact and how good he is of a signing, Thiago was the best signing Liverpool have ever made, in my opinion.
Yeah, because guys, we all know the most important thing in football is scoring goals. But at the end of the day, football is about entertainment, man. And I'm sorry, Thiago is different with it. He's quality, man. And guys, you know that little signature he always does when he kind of wiggle his foot and move. Guys, we gotta give that a nickname. What we calling that? That's the Thiago flick, the Alcantara flick. What we calling that? Because he's the only one who does it so clean, man. But yeah, so all love for Thiago. And I'm saying it again, if Thiago was in that Brentford game when we draw 3-3 and that Brighton game, I think we win that. And that could be the 6 points. Who knows? We might have the same points as City. And the next player I want to give love to is Allan Saint-Maximin. Because
come on,
he had his haters, man. Everyone think he was inconsistent. They say he was a dribbling merchant. But what he's doing for Newcastle right now is a madness. Because guys, I watched the Newcastle Everton game. This guy literally set up Murphy and Joelinton. He actually dribbled through the whole team and put it on a plate. And these guys are missing. He is playing with trash, man. I'm sorry. He's playing with trash. And
he's become a Newcastle legend.
Yeah. And this guy literally bands up his knee and his arms, man. Like he's ready for war. I'm happy with Diaz. The only guy I was searching for is Maximin, man. I'm watching him this season. He has improved and he has become very consistent. And he's the only shining light for Newcastle. He's different, man. And I think he's 24. So yeah, man, I just want Jeffy. I know you're a big fan of Saint-Maximin as well. So I just want you to give love to Saint-Maximin.
100%, bro. I love that to you as always, man. Consistent support and love, man. We appreciate it, man. Big up yourself, bro.
Yeah, thanks, guys. And come on, guys. The likes, smash the likes. Come on.
Please do. Please do.
Please do. No, big up yourself, bro. Big up yourself, bro.
Bless you, bro.
But what can I say about St. Max, man? The people used to say all he was tricks and flicks, but his end product is actually sensational now as well.
I'll be honest. Before he was that though, drifting, he's developed his game. He's developed his game, and I'll be real with you. If he continues like this and Newcastle build properly, he will become a Newcastle legend. Because
they build a squad around him.
He'll be a part of the team that will win stuff, and he'll be a big part of that. He's quality. And Jamal's right. You put him in a team with better players, or you bring better players to play with him, it's a whole nother ball game.
And you know what else happens, Kai, if he's playing in a better team? People know they can't just concentrate on him, so he can't be doubled and tripled up on.
Yeah.
Because they've got to go and watch out for the other guys. So if you've just got Maximin and a one-on-one, you're done.
Yeah.
One-on-one, he's done, bruv.
Yeah, it's done.
I dare you to try and one-on-one defend at Maximum. I dare you, bro. He's ripping you to pieces, bro. The guy is levels, bro. I'm so annoyed that Newcastle got bought out just for that. Because I think we could have got him, bro. I think if they never bought them out, we could have got him. And if St. Max came to Liverpool, oh my days, bro.
There'd have been problems.
Ah, bro, I love that kid. I love that kid, bro.
Hello.
What's
going
on?
What's going on, people? Apologies.
We're just giving St. Max's love, bro. We're just giving St. Max's love.
I was hearing in the background, obviously, what Jamal said was so spot on. Like, even myself thought he was just a dribble merchant, but when you look at how he's had to develop his game, and maybe because it was kind of forced upon him, bro, to kind of be that guy and carry a team, bro. You know, them ones there. He's had to. He's been their talisman. He really 100%. Has, bro. You have to give man bare respect, and it's a shame that they've got new owners because I can't lie, bro. St. Maximin at Liverpool would do a madness.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere now. He's not going anywhere now, bro. He is their biggest commodity, and they need to make sure that that team is built around him. They now have to bring all the other players up to his level for them to be able to be who they are. Trippier was a good move. He's like as in terms of right backs, he's up there. Like, so that's that next player now. So that's leveled up their right back. They've got what you know what I mean? They've got to do that in all their positions now. And that, man, I'm telling you, man, St. Max, man. That he's that guy, man. I love him. And what Jamal was saying about Thiago, we don't really come on, man. We already know, man. That's that, bruv. That he's the sauce on top of the sauce, bruv. He's, you know, certain people like cake and there'll be icing on it. Thiago's the icing with the marzipan underneath, bruv. Yeah, you get what I'm saying, bruv? Yeah. Like, that's what Thiago is, bruv. And everyone knows, bruv. You got that marzipan and that icing, that's it, bruv.
Yeah, the beer's looking clean still. The beer's looking clean still.
I'm not going to lie. We'll talk, innit? We'll talk.
The beer's looking clean. I'm not jealous or anything, but...
No, just quickly. It's not going to be one of them shows, but is AA here? Is he here? Yeah?
He was earlier.
He was earlier. Yeah.
Was he a caller?
No, he's
no. But he did have a few things to say. Did you save all the things? Actually, let's go through the super chats now, innit? Before we bring in the next.
Man, not going to be a caller. I'm just going to chat in the chat. Like, and don't get me wrong, it's not like a beef thing. I just wanted to have a bit of fun. Like, you know what I mean?
Malik says, Matt, what is the difference between Naby Keita and the number 25 at Arsenal Learning Centre? Okay. That is the number 25 is
smoke for everyone. Yeah, cool.
I'll give you that Andy Robertson Naby lad voice with that weird voice. Matt, anything you want to say?
Bear with me 1 second.
He actually did his homework.
Say we talk about early learning. I just want people to take a quick look at this. Do you want me to make it a bit? I can't really make it bigger, but I'm just saying there's certain man that can pull out games.
Oh shit! Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. What are we doing here, man? Have you actually shaded Hendo here?
I'm not shaded. No. It's not shaded Henderson, by the way. No, it's not. Even though he's just an example. What I'm trying to say is this. You see how people will say like Naby Keita don't really offer much and whatnot, and Henderson is seen as obviously one of the leaders of the team, Jiff, and that's rightly so. You say Shane Henderson, so I'm just making this very, very clear. But one thing I want people to understand, you see how we say stats tell a picture, yeah? Here's a picture for people to understand.
I do need appearances to be put.
I agree. That's what. To be fair, someone sent me this. So what I was gonna say is it's a very, very I say it's a small sample size of this season at least. All I know is that it's this season. But one thing I will say is this though. Even going by those stats, and even if it is over 10 games, 11 games, and the next guy's 16 games, what I'm going to say is this. You look at what my man does in the picture, and I can't even lie. Even I was actually kind of surprised in terms of what he actually produces. And remember, there's people in this team.
I'm going to need a minute, by the way. Sorry, Cal.
No. It's cool. But again, like big up my brothers that always support me. You know what I'm saying? All the variants out there, love to all of you. Bigger Ondra, my guy, always supplying me with the latest stuff. I just want to say this. Naby Keita, yes, he's very injury prone. Yes, he hasn't reached the heights that we wanted him to. But let's not sit here and say he don't offer nothing and what's the point of having him? He's a very good player, guys. He's a very good player. It's just that obviously, again, because we have favorites in the team, like Thiago. Thiago's all worldly, but we don't hold Thiago to that same standard when we talk about not playing games. So we have to kind of be fair. And even though I think Thiago is better than Naby, he's clear from Naby. But we have to hold it in the same level. You know what I'm saying?
Man say you're moving like Scar from Lion King, man.
What's that?
Someone said you're moving like Scar from Lion King.
Hey, bro, man, just, you know what I mean? I'm just giving people, a bit of background. You know what I mean? Just a bit of background. But no, all it is that I just want people to kind of like, especially all jokes aside, yeah, regardless whether it's Naby Keita, Taki Minamino, Oxlade-Chamberlain, let's just like support the players that are here because we don't know how long they're gonna be here for. Do you know what I mean? They're trying, innit? Naby Keita, even Taki, even myself, hold my hands up. I've been on there many a times and said Taki Minamino, he's not the guy. And even though I still think he's not world class or anything like that, he still offers something. Man's got 7 goals this season. He's got more than Jack Grealish. He's done more than Jack Grealish. You know what I'm trying to say? I just think it's like
I don't know.
People just need to put respect on man's name. That's all it is. I just think we need to respect the players that put on the shirt a bit more, whether you think they should go or not. You know what I mean? But that's what it is.
We get through the rest of these super chats. Pimp in Distress said, Cal, L's the best YouTuber around. You'll never walk alone. Yeah, I've caught a few L's on here. I probably will continue to hold more L's. It's the nature of it. I put myself out there. So
people don't like Naby. It'll be me, bro. People don't like Naby. People really don't. I'm even seeing the comments right now. They just don't.
What has Naby done in the last 4 seasons? What Naby has done in the last 4 seasons is what the food looks like in the picture before you go eat at the restaurant. Completely different, massively overhyped.
He's massively overhyped. I don't know what you lot thought we were buying, to be honest.
All right, Matt, I gotta be honest. From what we saw at Leipzig to what we've seen at Liverpool so far, we haven't seen that Naby yet. Not on a consistent basis. Not on a consistent basis.
What I was gonna say is we haven't seen it consistently, but we've seen it. Can I make a statement? Name me a better midfielder performance than Naby Keita at Man United this season. Someone give me a midfielder.
This season?
This season.
Off the top of my head, I'm trying to think of the games actually.
Thiago yesterday.
Better than Naby at Man United.
I disagree with that.
Not in my opinion. No.
In terms of what it looks like effective-wise, because Naby scored and stuff, maybe not. Maybe you're thinking about overall contribution to the game.
No, disagree.
But here's the thing, though, Matt. Because he's had probably the best midfield performance out of any of our midfielders, doesn't necessarily mean that's still enough to go by. Because in the same way, let's say, for example, I hate to use him, but let's say, for example, it was Taki Minamino who had the best standout performance of any attacker. We wouldn't say that player that deserves to start over the other attackers or has done it consistently.
I've just given you.
And to be honest with you, I think Henderson versus Everton or Henderson versus Aston Villa is probably better.
I'll be honest, Matt. Hendo versus Everton runs him close, but I still think Naby, because Man United are a better team than Everton.
Yeah, but that Man United game had a lot to do with Salah. It had a lot to do with Salah.
Are we going to do this?
Henderson was actually amazing in that game as well. Henderson was actually amazing in the Man United game.
Who was his midfield partners in that game?
Yeah, no, Naby played brilliantly in that Man United game.
This ain't even like a back and forth. I'm just saying, can you remember who his partners were in that game?
Yeah, Milner and Naby.
No.
Milner, Hendo, and Naby.
Yes.
No, yeah, Henderson, Milner, and Naby played against Man United.
So his partners were Henderson and Milner, yeah? Because they're the partners, yeah?
Yeah, but those two played brilliantly in the game as well.
What I'm saying is this. He was a standout in that particular game. Those two players, in my opinion, this season haven't had a better season than Naby Keita, in my opinion. I could be wrong here. I'm just giving you my opinion. And not only that.
No, that's fair. But in the Everton game, Henderson was man of the match. Naby wasn't man of the match against Man United.
I hear that. No. Salah got the points because he got a hat-trick. But let's not forget the impact that he had. And
he was brilliant in that game.
And what's so mad is when people were, not criticizing, but really getting upset in terms of the performance against Chelsea. Who started in that midfield? Can you remember?
Hendo, Naby, and Fabinho. Hendo, Fabinho, and Milner.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's been times when Naby's played and it's been poor, so we can't say if Naby played, it would have been better.
What I'm trying to say is there's a general consensus is that when it's him and he has a bad game, the crowd or the fan base really have a guy at him. But
I
other
agree
people,
with that.
I feel like they won't really go as ham. And I think
I agree with that.
And that's all I'm trying to say. I think it's a bit unfair.
I think Hendo gets it. I think Hendo gets it bad as well. So does Ox,
only
if I'm gonna
recently.
be honest.
I'll say only recently.
No, Hendo gets it worse. Hendo gets it worse than Naby.
I would say only this
recently.
Season.
Matt's right with the recency. Ox, I think, gets it just as bad as Naby.
Only this season. I'm just being honest. I just think there's a bit of a. And again, people will think like man will just back Katie for everything, bro. You see against Atletico, what did I say? Oh, great goal, but look at the shocking defending. You got to do better than that. I said, Klopp should have taken him off. That's the thing. When people make mistakes, I will call it out. It doesn't matter who it is. But I just think sometimes as a fan base, we focus on certain players, whether it's Oxlade-Chamberlain, whether it's Naby Keita, whether it's Taki.
I've been saying this, bro.
Bro, I'm just saying.
I've been
show people more respect when they put on that shirt. But again, people have their favorites, innit? I think that's what it is as well. And for some people as well, like, in their mind, Naby Keita don't fit the bill as the midfielder that they thought they were going to get. So it's one of them ones, isn't it? So
the only thing I will say when we're doing that comparison is that it does go back to what I normally say about, I think you do have to have respect for Money in the Bank, because I think Money in the Bank definitely is important. And I think Henderson and Milner's Money in the Bank is so superior to Naby
I hear that.
I get why Naby would be the one who would get more short end of the stick. Do you get where I'm coming from? Because Naby can't talk to Henderson and Milner when it comes to Money in the Bank. That's what the problem is.
No,
even if you think he's a better footballer, which he probably is.
Bro, I fully agree.
Do you get what I'm saying? Money in the Bank is important.
No, agreed. And the same thing happens to Divock. That's why I agree with you on that. When I was like,
100%.
Anyway, we move. Next one.
Pete Al says the most talented from Nazim, Connor, and any others from the UK. I wouldn't compare boxers and MMA fighters. In terms of British, Prince Nazim was probably the most naturally gifted and talented boxer we've had in this country in my lifetime. In terms of natural ability, Lennox for me is the best British boxer of all time. And Nazim was
Nazim was cold still, but I'm trying to think.
Until he met Barrera and it was done.
Yeah, but that's because Nazim fell out of love with it. He stopped training hard.
I think he came up against a better fighter.
Do you know what? I think the most naturally gifted or most talented boxer might be Chris Eubank.
Nah.
Well, Chris Eubank is underrated, you know.
No, he's Lennox. I think Lennox, because Lennox didn't have. When you deep in, I don't think Lennox really had a weakness, so to speak. I'm not saying Eubank, because Eubank is highly talented, bro. He's highly talented, but I'm just trying to think.
Yeah, maybe. Chris Eubank at the time, I didn't like Chris Eubank because of the arrogance, and he had the Nigel Ben rivalry, and I hated that Nigel. I hate that. I love Ben, innit? But Eubank was special, though, you know. I can't lie. He was. Chris Eubank was a special boxer, man. Yeah. I think he gets slept on a bit still. He does, agreed. But yeah. You know, when it comes to natural talent, I'm going to be biased. He might not have fulfilled it, but I love Kell Brook, man. I do.
I like Kell Brook.
He's he's talented. It's just a shame what happened. I think he'll never be the same after the Triple G.
The
Triple G fight. He shouldn't have took the Triple.
No, and a lot of people, Triple G, him getting stabbed as well after he won the belt. Like
he's gone for a lot. He's gone for a lot.
And when he lost to Spence, a lot of people forget he won the first 5 rounds. I know it didn't end well, but he won the first 5 rounds.
Errol Spence is no joke as well.
He's no joke, bro.
When people say he lost to Errol Spence, at that time maybe people didn't know about Errol Spence, but maybe
Spence is a problem.
Yeah, like if you follow Spence, you would know he was always going to cause him problems. You know what I mean?
Naby, when he plays for Liverpool, who will be our homegrown players next season?
This is a cow.
I'm going to go goalkeeper.
I can't even reel off the names.
Gomez, right back, Hendo, Curtis, Fabio Carvalho, and Ox. I think those would be our 8.
So you got Naby going, Ox staying, Cal?
I'm not answering that question.
No, it's not even a shady thing.
It's not even shade.
I think we all know that those are probably the guys who are the most at risk of leaving at the moment.
If I'm being honest, I think I think Liverpool sell Naby Keita because you got to remember as well his contract situation as well. Remember, he's like Salah. They're about to enter when it gets to summertime, they'll have a year left. I don't think Naby Keita stays. And to be honest, if I'm being genuinely honest, I think it's probably best for him, like, to probably find a new club where I think he's a bit more utilized. Because even though there's been times he's been injured, there's been times when he's fit and he hasn't played. And I kind of feel like with Naby Keita, to get the best out of him, you need to make him feel important. And like what Jiff was saying before about AFCON, Naby, when he's an AFCON player for his country, is different because I think he just feels the importance.
Yeah.
He's important, bro. I think for Liverpool, he probably just feels like I'm just another squad player and I'll just try and do my thing. So,
do you know what?
Yeah.
So, for respect to one of our callers, who I totally forgot, Cal, we forgot to say, he said, Naby versus Ox, who would you say has had the better moments? I totally forgot. We forgot to answer that. But now Matt's back. Let's not go into it. I personally would say Ox. If I'm counting up the moments in my head, I will say Ox. So you guys, who would you say out of the two has got the bigger moments that you remember in your mind?
The thing is, I would say Naby Keita's had... I think Naby Keita's had more moments, but I think Ox has maybe had more important moments. So you see, like the game against Man City, Naby Keita's never topped that. He's never topped that because the goal against Chelsea, the league was kind of like done. The performance against Leicester, we were already on our way to win a title. Whereas, like, for me, what separates them is that Champions League Man City game, in my opinion. That's what separates it. But I think it's closer than you think because I think Naby Keita has some performances that are very underrated as well. So
see, I was just about to say, before this season, I would have gone Ox with quite easy. This season, Naby's had moments. Whether depending on how big a scale you see them on, the performance against Man United, that's a moment in itself. The goal against Atletico Madrid, I think, is a moment.
Remember the left foot volley as well
against Crystal Palace, yeah, that's a moment.
That's what I'm saying. There's a few, but
I think it's closer. I would go Ox but I think it is closer than what many people would probably think.
Yeah, I think it's close, but I would go Ox as well. And I think for me, the Champions League,
I think Naby's had the more recent moments, and I think that's an important point as well.
Yeah, but recency bias I don't like though.
No, but if we're going, when we talk about
we're adding to the
going back to 2018, though, bro. That's 4 years.
Yeah,
ago.
no, but we're talking about their career. It's irrelevant when it happened, though, isn't it? It's still a moment. Do you get what I mean?
Isn't it? It's like
it's not Ox's goal against, was it Heerenveen? Or was it Hoffenheim? Who was it when Ox did that unbelievable outside of the boot crossbar and in?
Genk.
Was it Genk?
Yeah.
See, moments like that, like Ox absolutely controlled, or not controlled because the game was so seesaw, but he was a real boss in that 5-5 draw when we won on penalties against Arsenal in the League Cup. Games like that, I just think Ox has got a bigger moment.
But I think that was a sick moment. It's like
he didn't boss it because the game was so seesaw, but he was very, very influential in Liverpool's
he was.
But
then I would say the same thing in that. See, it's hard to decipher because it's long to go.
Let's not get into it.
Yeah. But we're all going Ox just though, right?
I would say Ox just. Agreed.
Football Manager says, could you guys drop the beat for my birthday and I'm becoming a father this week? We definitely can. Happy birthday.
Bro.
Congratulations.
Big up, man.
You see that last picture there?
You see the smoke?
I love that picture because that was when Mo scored the goal past City in the Champions League.
Yeah.
And it was that we knew we were going through. When Mo chipped it over Otamendi, we knew we were going through, innit? It was that moment right there, bro. And I remember they're both just looking into the crowd because that's where all the Liverpool fans were. Yeah, that's a moment, man.
Jamrock said, I've been saying about mileage for a while now. You have to be fair, Jamrock. Says, where is Matt? I have to be at work in a little bit. That's why he obviously didn't jump on. Next time. Aidan Andrew says, so sentimental. Will say players should stay until 70. Not of all players. Some players I do think should retire at the club though. Aidan says, walk into teams we make fun of. Everybody ages.
Sorry, Cal. Sorry, this is hilarious. Louis said, yo, that beeline was surround sounded he woke up the kids.
The beeline is serious, man.
The beat line is ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie.
Jamrock says, I feel like I just entered the twilight zone with Cal. That was when I speak about Bobby. LFC Aaron says,
I had to bring him back in, guys. I brought him back in.
Hi guys, great show again. Aren't these the sort of problems we want as far as having a big squad? We'd moan if our squad wasn't strong. Absolutely. I want every game I want us to go into, and I want us to argue and struggle about who would start, as opposed to just naming the first 11 and knowing. P. Al says, Cal, you okay? No apple juice and not backing Bobby. Yeah, I'll be honest. After this stream, I'm gonna go to Tesco and top up still because I've run out.
Man saying the diet's got you not even backing Bobby. You know, man's like, Cal, get off that diet. You need that apple. You need that apple juice.
I'm not gonna lie. I saw the missus chugging my apple juice the other day, and I'd sit her down and let her know that I love you, but the divorces happen still.
Lord people break up over less still.
That's a good apple juice.
Oxy's locker room glue, especially for the kids. You know what? That's a good point as well. People love Ox at the club.
Yeah, 100%. No, facts.
Shout out to Ahmed. Just got off work. What's happening? Big up the man. Then big up to yourself.
All right, big up yourself, bro.
Jamrock says football about results. Taki is better than Sancho and Grealish.
This season, it's looking like it.
Performances. Impact.
I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, Cal's struggling not to get involved there.
I'm not going to say anything on
that.
Impact. Okay. Malik says, why does he break down like that car that needs weekly mechanic checks? That's Naby, I'm guessing.
Wow. See what I'm saying? The shade is mad.
Cat Sunday says 4 seasons of Naby. Oh, Lord, I want my refund.
Bro, I can't believe you had to let Henderson catch a stray.
Bobby, I swear down that wasn't even me. Bro, someone said
me. It's you that's displaying it though, bro.
No, it's me that's displaying it. I just want people to understand.
Henderson's catching strays for no reason.
No, it's not Henderson. We're just giving a sample size to another midfielder that plays a lot of games on what he does. That's all we're doing here.
Pimping the Stress says that's meant to be Cal's the best YouTuber around, building bridges after my Kakagate and Coutinho. I said X-Gate, Coutinho Gate. Respect Cal, far from the best YouTuber, but I appreciate the compliment. Naby says Cal, they had to weigh the paper plate. Naby eats his cake off on his birthday due to foot injury. That's
my day.
You know what? Change your name, bro. What was his man's name? Naby something.
Ash said Naby is just good. Sorry, man. I got no favorites after Torres broke my heart. My rule was no favorites. Naby has to move on. Too much baggage now with emotion supporters.
I'm just simply backing the guy because no one else does.
I agree, Drift. Thiago, was better than Naby. Liam says, what in and outs do you guys think will happen come summer? If we do have a good summer and Klopp has the tools he needs, can we see him extending?
I'm trying to manifest it, Liam. This is what I'm saying, man. Like, if you was Liverpool manager right now, why would you go anywhere? I know he's got 2 years left and things can change a lot in football, but just in general. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to put myself in the mindset of Klopp. And he's one of us now, guys, yeah? So he's not just some any old youth. He's one of us now. And I'm thinking, other than the Germany job, possibly, Cal, where can you imagine him going where he'd be as happy as he is now? It's very hard for me to think where he would go. Because remember, he's also got a lot of enemies he's built up over the time naturally. So he's never going to go manage any other Premier League team, for example.
I don't think he'll manage another Prem team, but I just think I don't think he's a manager that needs to go to another. Like, I think Klopp would be happy to retire after Liverpool. I genuinely do. So? Yeah.
Well, what? So you think he'd only manage for another 2 years and then retire already in his 50s?
Probably. He's a family man. He's never been someone that's openly motivated on winning the most trophies. He's a projects man.
No, but bro, football is so instilled in him that I think it's a long way off him actually wanting to not do this anymore, though. Like, he adores football, bro. Do you get what I mean?
No, I hear that. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw him.
He's not retiring in 2 years. That's all I mean.
I really wouldn't be surprised. In terms of ins and outs, I reckon we'll get a right back and a centre midfielder, but I'm also hoping for an attacker. Outs, I reckon it'll be the usual suspects. I reckon Nat Phillips, Nico, one of Oxennaby, Milner obviously retire, Origi out, and potentially Minamino. No, I don't see Klopp extending as much as I wish he would.
I'm living in dreamland, but I'm gonna keep trying to manifest it, man. Klopp can't go anywhere, man.
Right. Sorry to the callers, we kept waiting, but we're gonna start bringing you guys back in now. We start with the Trinidad legend himself. Go well.
Come on.
Are you guys hearing me?
Yeah,
we can hear you, bro. We can hear you,
to turn off the telly now.
man.
She's not allowed to hear your voice. She's not allowed to hear your voice.
I'm not even playing on the real voice, you know. If I put on the real voice. How you guys going?
We're good.
No, we're
bro.
blessed, bro. What's going on, man? Pleasure to have you, man.
Yeah, great to be here again. I said once I dedicated all Fridays now, and I just zone in it. So to be live is a little different. To have to look back, you know. So when I live,
I appreciate that, man. What's on your mind, bro?
So I think I came in just in time because I was seeing the distress on Matt's face a little while ago. And one of the things I wanted to mention, really, you know why Klopp has been such a fit. I mean, I've been a Liverpool supporter and fan since the late 80s. And so I've seen managers come our lowest points. And there's been, I mean, you all would agree, no other manager like Klopp we've ever seen in the history of this club. And the reason is because of he's very similar to how we are as a fan base, you know. You see the love and attachment that we put on these players. When we fall in love with players, we don't want to see them go. We want, and that's Klopp. Klopp has we blame him for having favorites in the team, but that's who we are as a fan base. If we could play, if Kall could play Bobby every week, Kall will play Bobby every week. But Matt will play Keita and tell Hendo bench, you know, that kind of thing. That's who we are, because we attach ourselves to these players and we fall in love with them. So that's why Klopp is such a fit. And that's why it's such a difficult thing to determine who will go out this summer. Because this summer, I personally think that Klopp still doesn't want an oversized team. I think he preferred to manage a team that he can, you know, just manipulate, control a little bit. He's not Pep. And he's not so hardcore and said, well, don't even knock on my door if you're not playing, because I don't want, you know, he's not that type of manager, you know, he's that kind of the club hug kind of vibes, you know. So he's a very different type of manager. So it's going to be a difficult summer for Klopp, I think, but I mean, that's part of football. I want to address, guys, and get your thoughts on the defensive high line. It's been bothering me a little bit. As sexy as we looking now, and Luis Diaz came in and literally make us look like we have the best squad ever. But the defensive high line just bothering me a little bit. And I want to go back to old school formation that I just want you guys to weigh in on if you can. So two of our unusual talents, are Trent Alexander-Arnold.
100%.
And Mohamed Salah.
Yeah, 100%. I'll put Van Dijk in there as well, though, bro. If I'm being
and Van Dijk, Van Dijk, right. And exactly. We saw how difficult it was to replace Van Dijk when he got that bad injury, right?
Yeah.
When Trent doesn't play, when Mo doesn't play, we look a different team, and that's why it's so difficult to bring in replacements for them. I think it's so, and worse yet, Trent is 20. So anybody coming in as a right back, they're asking you're gonna what I come in to do because you're gonna pick Trent every week. Yeah. And Mo as an inside forward winger, he does craziness that I don't think anybody in the game, you're looking back over the years, Mo has done craziness on that side. Yeah. So my thing is, and the high backline, when we lost Gini Wijnaldum, I used to say, what is Gini doing sometimes? And that hard, dirty work in the middle of the park, sometimes nobody pays attention to it. When Gini left, and I saw that high backline just get exposed time and time again. And it was after Van Dijk also coming back. So VVD wasn't as sharp as he probably normally is. Matip coming back. But that high backline to work, and I know Klopp loves it. I like it when it works because I love to we just pin them in their half. And I love to see it. But when it doesn't work, we get exposed so quickly. So my suggestion, guys, here's my suggestion. I just want you all to wait on it, right? Is to go back to our old school 3-5-2. So we get 3 in the back. We have the best. I think we have the best collection of defenders right now. I don't want us to sell anybody from we have the best collection of defenders right now. 3 in the back. We have 2 of the best wide wing backs that we could possibly have in Robbo and Trent. We will not have anybody telling us Trent doesn't defend because we say that's not his job, bro. Trent are covering the back. Yeah. Trent job now is to ping forward and create. And we have a base of whether it's a pivot between Thiago and Fabinho. And then we have Source going forward with, let's say, a Bobby Carvalho to come in. And we use 2 inside forwards. And it's really just right now, that's what Mo plays as. Mo plays as an inside forward. He has the ability to drift wide, to come in. Yeah. So I'm just saying, and what it would do, it would play to the strength of our 2 unusual talents. Might be a little crazy, might be a little out there. Klopp mightn't even entertain me, but I just thought, me looking at the game, from a strategic point of view, and I say, I wonder, why can't we not? And we still able to pin team. We could go back into a 4-3-3. Yeah. Move it. And we protect what is the most unusual right back in the history of football. Because he's changed the game, changed the whole dynamic of what we know overlapping right back to be. And his strength is not to go back and defend. Yes, he can, but hey, let him play his game. Let Trent just play his game and not have to worry about going back. The whole team defends, but let Trent not have to worry about if I bomb forward and I supply across, shit, I run back.
Yeah. It's true. No, it's real. It's real. I'm sure Kyle would have a lot of fun chopping this one up, Joe, because he loves the little fruit at the back every now and again. So you know what I mean.
Guys, I just want quickly before I go, about a week or possibly 2 weeks ago, there was a young brother that I think it was your last call. I look back at the show, and he mentioned to you guys to give relationship advice. Remember that? Yeah. And you guys kind of was modest and shied off and said, no. As brothers, we do communicate with each other, we do help each other. So sometimes the role you guys play in this community lives, and some younger brothers as well, sometimes really not just about giving advice, but it's just about sharing experiences.
That's true.
Because you guys play a critical role in terms of this community. Everybody kind of comes in and just able to vibes, enjoy the camaraderie, the brotherhood, that kind of thing. So don't take it and just throw it in the back. Probably, do a separate show and so the brothers can communicate and say, hey, this happened to me last week, So.
No, that's real. That's real talk. Conversation. No, that's true. Conversation can happen without advice. That's really true. You're just telling each other what happened, and if someone else goes through it, they'll be like, right, you know what? I remember when. Man. I hear you, bro. I hear you.
One more thing. Yeah. One more thing, Carl, before I go. Curtis Jones.
Yeah.
I have a theory. Thiago, Wijnaldum, Curtis Jones is being groomed as the hybrid of those two players. You see the mistakes he's making now, holding the ball a little too long. Sometimes he just hesitating. Curtis Jones, I think Klopp is grooming him as a hybrid of what Wijnaldum used to do, and he knows that Curtis Jones could be saucy on the ball and take the ball forward like Thiago. So I think we need to give Curtis a little time.
Yes,
and I think Klopp probably is working. I just feel that he's being that hybrid of doing what Wijnaldum would have done and what Klopp now sees Thiago doing in the next 2-3 seasons. And you imagine Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, and Fabinho in that midfield. My goodness.
In a couple of years, it could be peak for the rest of them.
We'll find out. We're gonna find out.
Bro, Carvalho in there, it could be ridiculous.
Hey,
it could be ridiculous.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having me.
Joe,
thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate that, man.
Pleasure, man. Pleasure, bro. Look forward to seeing you next time, man. Big up, bro.
Indeed.
Trust me.
Take care, sir.
I'm gonna let you chop this up, Cal, because I know you're the three at the back, man. So you know what I mean. I'll let you chop this up, bro. Still,
I'll be honest with you. I'm not saying I want it to be our first choice formation, but for the first time, probably since Rafa Benitez, do we have a squad of players where we can play 3-4-3 or 3-5-2, and it's not just shoehorning players in. Like, imagine a back three of Gomez as your left-sided centre-back, Virgil or Matip as your central centre-back, and Konate as your right-sided centre-back. That's solid. You've got the pace for the two supporting centre-backs to get out to the wing, and they can also be in tight as well if they need to be. Trent and Robbo speak for themselves. They virtually play as wing-backs now, but now you're taking away some of the defensive responsibility, which could be even more devastating against the opposition. That basically means if you do want 4 at the back, Fabinho just drops in a little bit deeper, or the high line reduces himself maybe by about 5 or 10 yards. And I think they're perfectly capable of doing that. Thiago can collect the ball from deeper and he can do what he does. If you're playing a third midfielder in there, that third midfielder acts as the creative linchpin, whether that be Elliott, Firmino, Jones, Carvalho, if we get him, that sorts that self out. We say it all the time, Mane and Salah are virtually our strikers. Firmino, even though he wears number 9 on his back, has never been our striker. In the same way Fabinho wears number 2? He's not our right back, is he? So I think it works perfectly. If we go for 3 at the top, then you do what we do now. You play Jota, Diaz or Mane and Salah. And again, I still think we're good. What it basically does, it allows Trent and Robbo to go forward, allows our forwards to tuck in slightly more, and it allows us to be more stable in the middle of the pitch, in my opinion. So for me, it's a formation I'd like to see us do sometime. I don't want it to be, as I said, I want us to have formation and squad fluidity. I don't want the opposition knowing what we're going to do, who we're going to play, because you know that creates issues on top of the issues with the quality we have. So I love Joel's point. No, I'm not going to lie.
I see the method behind the madness. I do see the method behind the madness, but you just know, like, I just always feel like a back three is like admitting you're not good at defending. And I don't know if that's just because I've seen a lot of managers revert to it whenever they know their squad's not that good. I look at Brendan when he did it for us. I look at Conte when he did it for Chelsea.
The difference is, though, Drift.
Tuchel's doing it now at Chelsea. Like, it's almost like we're not good at defending, so we'll go to a back three.
I'm going to use 2 examples. Manchester City and Tottenham Hotspur when they were playing 3 at the back. Tottenham were playing 3 at the back with Vertonghen in his prime, Toby Alderweireld in his prime, and I think Davison Sanchez had just joined. And they were solid. And they didn't need to play 3, but it gave them options. When Man City did it, I think Laporte was playing left-sided centre-back, Company, and I can't remember who the third was. And
I don't remember City doing it. I don't remember.
Yeah, they did.
Done it a few times.
And Walker
done it a few times.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah, they've done it a few times still.
With us, no one could accuse us of not having those defenders who are good enough, because who's going to argue with Konate, Matip, Gomez, and Virgil when we've seen them playing a 2 for years?
Yeah, no, that's true. I hear that.
So
listen, man, I've said on a few occasions, in fact, I made a quick edit while Joe was talking. Big up Joe as well, because I like what Joe was saying, especially about like the formation change. And I do think there's times when we can be a bit more tactically flexible in our approach. And don't get me wrong,
I agree with that.
Yeah, 4-2-3-1 and 4-3-3. I think more times than not get the job done. But I'm trying to remember what game it was. But we'll literally spend a minute on it now, just quickly. Do you guys remember this? I'm trying to even remember the blasted team.
You have to make the screen bigger. Sorry, man.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember the damn team.
What, you mean the team that we played against? You mean?
Yeah, hold on. Let me. Oh, so this was when we was playing. This is when we was gonna play against I'm about to say Bradford. You know,
Leicester.
No, Brentford. You know, Ivan Toney.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what Brentford do? Brentford played three at the back, yeah?
Yeah, so Brentford they normally play 3-5-2. And I remember saying, yeah, we should try and match up against them, maybe try a 3-4-3. I was added in Diaz there. That was Minamino while you guys are talking. I do think, listen, ignore the personnel, but think of the players that we have. So obviously Tsimikas would be Robbo. Diaz is still Diaz, but it could be Mane. Jota will probably be Salah. Do you know what I mean? What I'm trying to say is, though, we have the players to actually use this formation properly because we have the centre backs. You can still play the high line if we need to. The full backs as well. Again, rampaging like up and down the flank, and we're still not even being exposed because we've got these two, Fabinho and Thiago. Diaz, when he gets into the pockets, just like Jota. Jota's the best at finding space, especially recently. Firmino, whether that's Jota, and let's just say Firmino, Salah. I'm telling you guys, it can work. In my opinion, it can work. I just think when you've got the players to use that formation properly, it works. But like I do kind of agree with you saying sometimes, because like you've seen teams play that, and it's because they're trying to hide the deficiencies. And I remember when Arteta did that with Arsenal because they didn't have the centre backs at the time, going free at the back, and even Leicester at times as well. So I just think if you've got the personnel, you can utilize it.
One thing I will say, we forgot Joe also asked us about the high line, and what's funny is watching. I don't know if you lot watched the extended highlights, because obviously after the game I went and watched it, and they spoke for about 10 minutes with Van Dijk. Brilliant interview. They were going back and forth.
Is this him and Rio? Yeah.
Yeah,
all of them, yeah. Owen, Savage, everybody was asking him questions, but like it was quite funny because there was a moment when they asked about the high line, and he went, "Rio, do you want to answer this?" And then everyone found it funny because it was like the two like best centre backs to play in the Premier League of like who's going to answer the question. Because in my opinion, they are. I think Van Dijk and Rio Ferdinand are the two best centre backs to ever play in the league.
Company's in that. Company is in there, 100%.
Them three there for me are just different.
So what was funny is when Van Dijk was talking about it, I got a bit more of a respect for it, even though I knew what he was saying. Hearing him actually give us the experience as a Liverpool player, I get it. So basically, he was letting like everybody know that what we've already known is that we squeeze up, and if we squeeze up, we win the ball higher up the pitch. And what he was saying from a personal point of view, basically, is I just got to make sure I'm on my P's and Q's, innit? So if anybody's about to do their thing, I've got to be ready. But if not, we just make sure that we're in line and we play them offside. And we've officially caught people offside the most this season. I think it's 90 times, I think it was, that we've caught teams offside. We're the most successful at playing the offside trap. We're drilled. We know what we're doing. And Michael Owen made a very good point that I think we always get lost in with our anger. We've scored and created so many chances from the high line, but we'll never remember the high line because it just gassed off the goal. And then one time somebody gets in behind, because it's more highlighted in that moment, we're like, oh man, this high line, man, it's getting on my nerves, man. But we're forgetting we scored 20 goals before that one mistake from the high line. And I think we've got it's a give and a take, innit? It really is a give and a take. So hearing Van Dijk chip in and whatever, I'm just going to let Klopp do what he's doing. And I do believe that that's why he's made sure he's got the personnel that can handle it. Because apart from Matip, who's still a spectacular centre-back, we've got so much pace in our defence. It's very much by design what Klopp has done to make sure we can be okay. Ibu, Van Dijk and Gomez are rapid centre-backs. They're three of the farthest centre-backs in world football. To make sure that the way he wants to play, we've got the personnel that can play the way he wants to play. Do you get what I mean? So
and then who's our goalkeeper to complement the high line?
Yeah,
a very good sweeper keeper. Yeah, 100%.
Listen, I've been saying, man, free at the back. I've been saying it.
And it might even be why Kelleher comes out, because it could be training from the keeping
I reckon
and Klopp. Because he's not as good as Alisson, but maybe he is being told to do that for real. Because we had a go at him because he nearly gave away a red card and stuff. But it might be instruction. It might be, bro, if you're gonna come into this team and take over from Ali, you've got to be a sweeper keeper, and you've got to be able to come out. And if there is a through ball, you've got to be able to intercept, etc., etc., etc. So I think we just have to have faith in the fact that we score so many goals the way we play. Every now and again, if somebody does get in behind, it's very annoying. But it's how we suffocate other teams and how we do what we do. Now we've got Diaz with that extra press. Now we've got Jota with that extra press. Look at that goal we scored the other day against Cardiff. The press from Diaz and Jota is sensational. You cannot sleep on the fact that before Minamino tucks that away, Jota presses the goalkeeper. No back pass to the keeper. Diaz presses the centre-back. What are you going to do, bro? And we pressure them into the mistake that brings the goal. That's what we do, innit?
Who was the goal? Who did Minamino score against in the league? I think it was when
Arsenal,
Jota set the press, then Bobby won the ball back, and then he
Arsenal.
It wasn't Arsenal. It was recent.
It wasn't Arsenal. I remember because Bobby was part of it, and so was Jota.
I remember the goal. I just can't remember the
because Jiff, you were like, "Oh, that was still a good finish," and I was like, "Yeah, it's a good finish." But I remember I kept saying, "Are you overhyping it?"
The
Leicester. Was it Leicester?
No, it wasn't Leicester. No.
In the cup? Was it not Leicester in the cup? No,
it wasn't in the cup. It was a Prem.
In the league. It was in the league. I'm trying to remember. It was.
Then I know. Brentford. Yeah.
Brentford.
You can always rely. You can always rely on the community to let us know what it was. Yeah. Brentford.
So, all right. Next caller. Lakers. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, good.
What's
Put on the high line. Hasn't really changed since Klopp's been in. I just think because the new rule is obviously they play on until the flag goes up, which is why people notice it more now, because obviously they go, "Oh, he's in the goal," but he's offside 10 minutes ago.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Yeah,
so now it's getting picked up more and more. But I think so. I don't really think the high line is the problem as such. It's just the rule now is just makes it. That's because I think that's why also we're not getting more chances, because we used to literally high line get called, then play on straight away. But now we're not. They can get back in position because also they're all fighting about. So that's my mind, the high line, really.
That's true. And we're always worried about Matip's hamstrings. We're like, stop making Matip chase the man for no reason, man.
Hate that rule. It's just like, what's the point in playing on?
It's crazy.
Yeah. It is.
Quick one on Bobby. Are you all right, Cal? Because I was I want to give a universe for a second. He's got to stay, because like off the bench, like Chris said, I think he's been one of our best players off the bench. He just hadn't had that person to bench him. But obviously, got Jota now. And just think, Bobby's our best presser. He presses at best out, I think, personally. And he comes on the pitch, and you have like Diaz on the bench, or Mata, or even Salah some games. You got Bobby and pressing, and you got a fresh, fit Diaz as well. Teams are like, whoa, what's going on here?
Yeah, 100%.
So
the best thing, bro, is if you bring Bobby on with like 25 minutes to go, and he's pressing fresh, and they're exhausted because they've already played an hour or 70 minutes. That's how you catch them out as well. That's why Bobby is so good off the bench. Yeah. Do you get what I mean? And I don't think a lot of people realise that.
Even as a 10, like you say, if we need to get 2 goals, you bring him on and play 4 at top. But you put Bobby as a 10, you put Jota as a striker, and you get a right midfielder. It gives that option. So I think
100%.
Bobby has got to stay. So I hope you're all right, Cal. But keep faith. Keep faith.
I had a little moment, but you guys in the community drift, you all brought me back.
Also, obviously, with the number 7 shirt going in the summer, obviously Camilla's going to leave, retire, we'll go play
Haaland. It's going Haaland.
I think it should be someone who's already at the club and earned it. I reckon we should give it to Salah. Give Bobby back the 11 shirt, because he was good at the number 11.
Oh. Yeah.
And then give Jota the 9.
Or Haaland, but cool.
But Haaland's not coming, mate. Like, we're going to get him. I think we're going to buy a right-sided midfielder instead of a striker. So, yeah, I would give it to like Jota's a 9. Bobby's a number 11 again, and then give Salah a 7, because I think he's earned it, and it's iconic shirt number for us.
I'd be up for that. I reckon a lot of people reckon Elliot might get it in the summer.
I think Elliot might get the 8. I think Elliot wants the 8 off of Gerrard.
Sorry, Matt.
On that,
Man said Gerard, like we ain't got number 8 right now, bro.
Yeah, but Gerard's an icon, isn't he? You grew up watching him.
No,
as a kid,
obviously, but like we're sleeping on the fact of someone's got 8 right now. But we moved though. Just bring out some stats just to remind people who's got the 8 though.
I talked to Cal earlier about Naby, and he's a good player, but he's so hot and cold. It's just frustrating. I think that's the problem. Like he should be up there, Elliot. I think like he should be like Elliot. He should be getting that position, taking it. But before he gets injured, it takes him a few games to warm up.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
and then he'll have a brilliant game in the next game where it have like a 3 or 4. And I think that's what frustrates us more than even if his injuries are the same, but he came in and was like always an 8 or a 9. You think, okay, fine, I can deal with the injuries.
Yeah,
but I think that's why it's so frustrating. But I would keep him over Ox because he is a midfielder, and I think Ox isn't good at any. He's a good player, but he's just not good at a certain position. So I would keep
Ox
him
is a bit
over
more
Ox.
Ox for me is more of a jack of all trades, and that's why I think Klopp will use him in midfield, about wide, and whereas Naby Keita, for me, I just see him as a centre mid. The only thing I think for me, I've said it many times, that holds him back is just injuries. But here's the thing, though, and I'm not comparing the two, but you see, if certain people are missing, it's not a big deal. And maybe it's because of as Drift would like to say, the credit in the bank, so to speak. But I still feel like we have to be fair. And what's so mad is that we will laud, and rightly so, we will laud Thiago because Thiago's different from everyone else. He's absolutely different. But let's not sleep on the fact of Thiago does go missing for 2 months when we're told it's a knock, and then we don't see, man. Everyone forgets about him because he's quality, but we will kind of rip to shreds the guys that are missing for, say, 2 weeks and finish them. So, like, I kind of feel like the fan base is a little bit wayward at times. But again, Thiago's the better player. So sometimes I get it, but sometimes I think, come on, man, give the guy a break. There's other players that are injured as well, but we like to focus on certain players. That's what I will say.
No, I hear that.
No, I got kind of on FSG. Obviously, we all laugh at that. Oh, we're not going to sign big players. We don't actually know because they surprised us so many times. Like Jota out of nowhere, Fabinho out of nowhere. Look at his Diaz. We reacted to it. Yeah, but we haven't actually sold any big players to get those 4 in. Like our last 4 signings have been big players, and we haven't sold any big players to get them in. So this whole we have to sell to buy. Yes, we sell, but we only sell our fringe players. We don't sell our players that are starting or even on the bench.
Very true. Recently,
it's like this summer we could sell about 6 players without even hitting our bench or our first 11. We got the goalkeeper. Karras should be there. You got Milner retiring. That's a massive wage difference. Taki or Origi. One of the Ox or Naby, we don't sell our main 11 or our bench. So people say, "Oh, we got to sell to buy," but we don't sell our big players. I look at our squad; it's massive.
Yeah,
I was born in '91, and this is definitely the best team I've seen.
100%. So for me as well.
Yeah, so I don't mind the whole buy to sell, and it works. But I just kind of feel like we kind of go, we got to sell our big players, but we don't really sell our big players since. The Coutinho one, but can't say his name. To be half an hour debate. But you know what I mean? It's just, we haven't sold any big players. So
I hear that. That is true. I reckon this summer will tell a lot. As I said, I think this will be the summer where we know what's going on fully.
Yeah.
Whether it's Klopp, whether it's the owners, whether it's Julian Ward, whether it's a combination, we'll know fully this summer, in my opinion.
Yeah. I just think it'd be interesting summer. I think all that big boys stay. I think Klopp will sign a new deal. I think they're surprise us. And I actually think Klopp will sign a new deal as well. Because there is whispers that he might be doing it as well. So let's just stop that for a bit.
I said if all those things happen, I've already said it on here. FSG in T-shirt.
Did I hear Klopp signing a new deal? Hold on, I just came back and I heard Klopp signing a new deal. What were you saying?
In the space of Twitter fear,
yeah, man. Let's manifest it, man. Let's manifest it.
I think it'd be great because obviously, even inside of 2 years, you'll have then Diaz at 28, and then if Jared comes in, you've got like Elliot at 24, 25 hitting that prime as well. So like Cavallo and that, it's just going to be. I think we're in for a good few years. I think it's just it's amazing. So I just want to do a personal little plug to Cal because we talk a lot on Messenger and stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, Cal's knows what I do, obviously, at home and that. So it's a big out, mate.
Pleasure, man.
obviously having the foster children is a bit of a headache sometimes. It's just nice to get away from them and just have a chat. So yeah, big up for chatting to me all the time. So yeah,
Not
cheers
a
for that.
problem, brother. Not a problem. What you're doing is inspirational, man. So pleasure.
Yeah, just got a forever home soon, so hopefully that will go well and she'll move on. But yeah,
God willing, man.
So,
but nah, bless you, bro. And we'll obviously
man.
will be in
Big up,
contact,
bro.
man.
Big up, bro, man.
talk to you again
Big
soon.
up, bro.
Nice one, bro.
Big up,
Cheers,
man.
Bro.
I just want to put this in the atmosphere, guys, before I forget. Jude Bellingham, if you're watching, you're an absolute G, by the way, if you're ever watching. I tell you what, no disrespect to Dortmund. Just run your contract down, bro. It's probably the only way we'll be able to afford you, bro.
Do you know how many years we'll be waiting?
Do you know how disrespectful that is, bro?
Just run your contract down.
Run
bro.
the contract down.
Take the power back. Take the power back, bro.
He just said, he basically said, no disrespect, but just stay with your man until I get my bread up. Come live with me.
Bro, that contract, when does that contract run out? Like 2026 or something like that?
Yeah. But I need him to be a Liverpool, so I'm saying we've got to take the power back, innit? We've got to take it back, bro. And by then, he'll still only be like 22, bro. So who cares, bro?
We got to throw
like,
cash to
take the power back, bro.
We got to go.
Else, man.
Yeah, we got to do a lot to get Jude.
But guys,
are you not telling me that I'm not saying what you all want to say? We want Bellingham for free in about 3 years' time. Don't you?
No, I want him. No, I
don't
want to wait. I don't want to wait. I want him.
No, but what I'm saying is, he'll still only be like what 23 or something. At that point, we'll bring him in for free, bro.
Let me see where you lot are at. Yeah, let me see where you lot are at. Quick question for both of you. Let me see where you lot are at, because I know people like to think we've all got favoritism, but I need to see what you guys are saying right now. Jude Bellingham for Henderson. Are you doing it, Drift? Right now.
See, I'm torn on that.
Why are you torn?
I'm torn on
Straight
that.
yes or no?
No, I'm torn on that.
No, I told you I'm coming with smoke today. Yes or no?
Yeah. I'm torn on that. Because,
are you doing it? Yes or no?
Because as much as you're being a fussy to ask me that question,
you're just being Mr. Deliberator. Come on,
no.
There, you know.
Come on, bro.
That was a slow blink and a goal.
Come on.
Yeah. Because
what's so mad is people will say
man's coming in there and he's moving differently.
It's football.
Yeah. So
it's football. Come on.
If you're future-proofing the club, I would do it.
It's a straight yes or no.
No. But I definitely believe that's not a good decision to make.
You're deliberating.
But if you're future-proofing the club, then I understand where you're coming from.
Drift.
So
summer is
life isn't black or white. There's always grey areas, bro.
Bruv, life can change.
There's always grey areas, bro.
In an instant, we know this.
There's always grey areas, bro.
Things can change all the time. Straight question.
100%.
Summer is round the corner. Are you taking Jude Bellingham if Henderson has to leave? Yes or no?
What, this summer right now? No.
This summer.
No.
Cal,
I wouldn't lose Henderson.
Cal, what
right
about
now,
you?
No.
Yeah, if that's the option on the table, then yeah.
Okay.
But it's not but to caveat that, it's not an option I would pursue. But if I was told, look, the only way you get Jude is if you've got to move on Hendo, then yeah, I would do it.
Because here's the thing.
Let me eat my marshmallow while Matt tries to explain why he decided to come
here's
home
the
and
thing
just,
why I
choose
brought up
violence.
here's the thing why I brought up Jude Bellingham, yeah, because Jude Bellingham is seen by our fan base as someone who's like all worldly and has the attributes to be something special, yeah. And you see, when we talk about favoritism and not wanting to let people go, you see me, and I'm being genuinely honest. If someone said to me right now, Bellingham comes in and the only two midfielders you can protect are Fabinho and Thiago, I'm saying, yeah, boom. Anyone's on the table other than them two. Because you want to know something? Even though the others have got, many much credit in the bank, some more than others, he's that type of player that I think we need. And this is why when I say to people as well, people think I'm attached and sentimental. Bruv, if Jude Bellingham comes in, and again, I will say it one more time, Fabinho and Thiago are the only ones that they can't have. Everyone else, we good. We good. And that's how it is. There's no sentiments there. We got to move. That's how you're supposed to move.
So you swap Elliot for Bellingham?
Elliot. You know what? I'm gonna be so. Can I be honest? Can I be honest? Yeah. I'm
Depends
not saying
if you want the backlash.
No. It's gonna have to be about. I don't care. It's my opinion, isn't it? What I will say is this: Jude Bellingham is a superstar, and again, I will stress one more time: he's revolutionary. I'm not saying I would trade Harvey Elliott. But I'm saying those are the two names.
No, but I'm asking you to trade Harvey Elliott because you said other than Thiago.
You're asking me.
Because you said other than Flacco and Thiago. So I'm saying if it was all fair, if it was all fair, love and war right now, Elliott goes out the door, Bellingham comes in. Are you doing that?
No. Should I tell you why I say no? Because I see Harvey as a 10 and not a natural 8. So that kind of don't add up to me. I'm talking about 8s in that club.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why.
Full swerve and goalpost move. Fair enough. No problem.
No. Because you were deliberating for time, taking big gulps and taking marshmallows. But
I because you started talking about my captain. I have to, bro.
But again, my captain, bro, is Liverpool. You see how people say I'm Naby FC? I'm thinking Liverpool. I know disrespect you. You see Naby Keita. People know I will back this guy. But you have to. I'm thinking football.
But I'm thinking Liverpool as well when I think about his captaincy, though. His leadership is second to none. So football. I'm also thinking about the team. But
I'm thinking football. I think Bellingham's upside is very high. Whereas Henderson, in my opinion, will stay the same. But I don't think he'll improve. And that's why you see moves like that at the time. We might think, that's kind of mad. Like getting rid of Henderson.
He's 32 in June. Of course, he's not going to improve. That's obvious. But
this is what I'm saying. It's football moves, bro.
Very true.
Bellingham could come to a bigger club and fall under the pressure. There's loads of if, buts, and maybes in football.
That's very true.
Loads of if, buts, and maybes in football.
That's very true.
Before we get our last couple of callers on, don't forget, guys, to check out Fansbet. The link is in the YouTube description of this video. But also this weekend, guys, massive deal on at the moment. All you've got to do is go over to our Twitter page, retweet the post that you see this image, and also follow Fansbet, and you should already be following us. If you're not, I'm pretty hurt by that. And you get the chance of winning up to £25 in free bets. There's a £50 giveaway, 2 times £25 for 2 winners. Guys, make sure you do that. Make sure you visit begambleaware.org and make sure you're over 18 to play. Right. Next
Big up Fansbet, man.
Big up, man. And by the way, Matt, remember when you lot said that Sancho should replace some of our wingers? I just want to say, hold tight.
Yeah. No, I remember. Adama Traore is better than Salah. Dribbling as well. And I'm more technical. But we move.
And I never said that. But
you can hold the candle. You can hold the candle with all the smoke.
Anyway, look, we've got guests, man.
No, of course, bro. I let you hold the candle.
Let's not fight in front of company, bro.
No,
big up, Luke. What's going on, bro?
Traore, we move.
Yes, Luke. Hey, all good. Thank you for having me on. Big up, Cal.
Bro.
Pleasure, man.
Big up, Drift. It's the first time I've been on the stream with you, Matt. So big up to yourself.
All right, big up yourself, bro.
I just saw on Twitter Fabrizio Romano said that Yuri Tielemans not signing a new deal at Leicester. He's off in the summer. I wouldn't go near him personally. He's that type of player that needs to get going. He's got like a body of a young Wayne Rooney. Needs to get up to speed. Doesn't look like he looks after himself.
I agree with that, you know.
I totally understand where you're coming from, Bob. Tielemans is definitely the one at the restaurant that goes, oh, go on then when they bring the dessert menu out. 100%.
Yeah, he's exactly 100%. Like me. Where's the dessert menu? Oh, yeah. Okay, we're good.
I agree with that. Yeah. 100%.
And then I think I also saw that Saka's, not interested in signing a new deal at the moment at Arsenal, and he's got 2 years left. And I'm wondering if it's time to annoy some Arsenal fans and go, what? Martinelli, Saka, 2 years left? Julian, let's get in there and let's ruffle a few feathers. Because I think we'll get an English player in the summer. Because I do think we need something for the homegrown quota and to annoy rival fans by getting one of their best players it's always a good thing.
Is Martinelli, guys, qualified as a homegrown because he's been here for long?
No.
Does he not qualify as homegrown?
No, he's
not been here for long enough, and plus he's not come through the academy at Arsenal. He came from Brazil, so
I thought he'd been here because he came when he was about 17. I thought maybe he played
19 when he signed, if I'm not mistaken, Drew.
I thought he was only 20 just now, isn't it? He's young,
I'm trying to
you
think
know.
of how old he was. I
He's
don't
been
know.
at Arsenal for a while. Emery signed him about 3 or 4 years ago.
I
Didn't
don't
he?
think. Was he 17? I
I
thought
think he was. I'm sure he was really, really young when they
He's
bought
20
him.
now, so yeah, it definitely wasn't when he was 19.
Yeah, I think he was about 16 or 17 when they signed him.
Nah,
He's been
not
there
that
for a
young.
while.
Wasn't
Nah,
that young.
18 because of the law.
Well,
at
two
the
and a half
time.
years. 2.5 years Arteta's been there. Emery's the one who
18.
signed him.
He would have been 18. He would have been 18.
He could potentially qualify.
He would have been 18, I think.
When he's 21. He's not homegrown right now, though.
No.
So we leave him at Arsenal till his contract runs out then.
If he's stayed in England for another 3 years, in theory, he could play for England under the residency rule, but I think he'll be capped by Brazil by then. So
Yeah, they'll cap.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I still think everything's on the table this season. I still think that's on. All fours on the table still. So I think we'll end the season with at least 2 trophies. At least.
Ooh. But that count optimism.
I think we'll win the Carabao Cup, and I think we might get the big ears again. I think we'll get the big ears again.
That would be nice. I'm not even gonna
That'd
lie.
be sweet, man. I can't even lie.
If you told me that was gonna happen right now, and I could see into the future and know that was gonna happen, but then like blank my memory out like Men in Black. So when it happened, I was still excited. I would say yeah. If you say Carabao Cup and Champions League right now.
Like, I've not given up on it. I know it's there. But if we ended the season with all the cup competitions and miss out by 5 points, I might, great season. We'll go again next year. Just refresh the squad a little bit and then we go again. But I feel like in the summer, I know we're looking for a new midfielder. I'm thinking of, we probably need to get a midfielder that's similar to Thiago. So if he does go out injured for a bit, we've got someone who's similar.
Yeah.
It's like, we miss him, but we don't miss him as much. Someone like a Fabian Ruiz at Napoli, who's quite similar.
That's a shout.
Yeah,
I think he'll be too expensive. I think he'll be too expensive.
I don't know if you was watching earlier, Luke, when one of the callers mentioned Neves, and that was what I was saying. I kind of understand where he's coming from because Neves is not Thiago level, but he's very similar. So as you say, we can play in a very similar way, and Neves can just come in and take Thiago's place. So I agree with you.
Did you see Neves' comments about Arsenal last night? He went, they celebrated like they won the league, and I was like, get him in, throwing shade already. He knows. It's like Troy Deeney with the cojones comment. Like they know.
Yeah.
Arsenal aren't a serious.
They know.
Yeah, I'm hoping Man United don't get Neves.
I think I saw United want Kane in the summer because the players all want Poch in charge because they're all taking the mick out of Rangnick's assistant by calling him Ted Lasso. So,
flipping no.
When I read that, I thought, "Oh my days!" And then when I heard that, the players wanted Poch. I was
if
like,
I was Poch, I wouldn't even go to United. Why am I going to take my reputation with this?
There's
circus,
a lot going on there, man. There's too much going on.
I just think with Man U, I think they're watching how all the top players are walking over Pochettino and all the United players going, yeah, let's get him in because that's another guy we can just walk all over and then we'll just throw him under the bus when the time comes when people are questioning whether or not we're good enough. It's actually he's not good enough. So
facts. No, Luke, that's facts. You got Oli, then you got Rangnick, then you got Poch there. They just want walkovers. They don't want a Conte, a Mourinho, a Klopp, a Pep. Somebody's going to come in and be like, what the hell is going on here?
Ten Hag even.
They don't want it.
Pick. He wants Ten Hag to come in, but it would not surprise me if Rangnick just bounces at the end of the season and goes, yeah, this consultancy thing, they're not listening to me, so I'll just disappear.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Because they don't have respect for him. They don't realise that he's actually a football legend. They don't have respect for him. You can see it.
You have to wreck it, man. He's wrecked it. Or he's wrecking it right now.
100%, man.
But nah, Luke, where can the people find you, bro, to support you?
I think Let's Talk Sport. We're doing a couple of streams at the moment. I think one of my mates is doing the Arsenal Chelsea ladies at the moment, and then my other friend is doing Porto versus Sporting at the moment. So make sure to
big up, man.
have those
Big
spot
up, man.
ons.
Indeed. Check out Luke's channel, guys. Great channel.
Definitely.
Cheers,
And
mate.
I'm think that woman the Women's Super League game is whoever wins is top, right?
Yeah, I
Chelsea
think so.
are 2 points behind, so I think if Chelsea win, they're top, and if Arsenal win, they stay top. That's a big game.
Yeah, I think it's
That's
a
big
draw
game.
at the moment. I think it's 0-0 at the moment. So yeah, we're nearly at 6K.
Yeah, that's a big game, man. Yeah, man.
We're nearly at
Definitely.
6K subs. I think we're on 5.8 last time I checked. So
All right.
Yeah, man. Let's get them up to 6
man.
people, man. Let's get them up to
Trust.
6, man. Support the cause, man. Big up yourself, Luke, bro. Big up, man.
Indeed.
Some great points as well, bro.
You're the man, Luke. Right. Last call of the evening, guys. Mr. Big Bucks, can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
bro. You sound like you're in the
What's funny, bro?
You're right.
You lot are about to become world champions, bro. Cheer up, bro.
Wait, Drifting is what team I support?
Yeah, Chelsea, innit?
Oh, how do you know what team I support?
Because we don't forget the ops, bro.
Yeah,
What's
bro,
going
come on, bro. We don't forget these things.
You've
Come
been
on,
Chelsea
bro. I
from
never
day,
forget, bro.
You've been Chelsea from day.
I never forget, bro.
Yeah, we don't forget, fam.
Oh, it's because I watch my team play, and honestly, yeah, it's like every game we get worse. Like I don't understand what's happening, bro. Like
we spoke on
I don't enjoy the game.
Twitter. We spoke on Twitter recently, didn't we?
Nah.
Don't lie. Don't lie.
Me.
Deleted that convo.
Are you sure we did go on when we were on a Twitter space recently together a couple of weeks ago?
Nah, Cal. Nah, not really. I'm not on Twitter like that. Or if not at all, to be honest.
That must be somebody's trying to masquerade as Big Bucks on Twitter, you know. What's going on?
Yeah. Raw, Big Bucks throwing up, yeah? Okay. But anyway, but yeah, I got quite a few things to get off my chest. First of all, Drifty saying Simicast better than Chilwell. What you're smoking, please give it to me with immediate effect, please. Because where do you get that from?
Bruv, it's facts, bro. There's no one who disagrees with me, bro. There's no one who disagrees with me.
Please. Wait, someone help. Someone, please, man. Help me. Please.
Do you want me to be honest? Do you want me to be very, very honest?
Yeah, bro.
It's not a disrespect thing, but I think what we've seen of Simicast, put it like this.
Well, he barely sleeps.
No, but hear me. He don't, and that's just so crazy.
No, that's true. That's true.
Imagine
but that's what's more impressive, right?
A man that don't sleep is able to put performances like that. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If he was playing for your lot's team right now, big man thing, I reckon.
Oh, but I'll take him, fam. Right now we've got a traffic cone at left back, bro. I'll take Simicast, bro. Get me.
You know what, bro? Don't get me wrong. Chilwell's a good player. It's not me being shady to Chilwell. It's more me being respectful to Simicast. I think a lot of people downplay Simicast's ability. He's a very, very good player, bro. All jokes aside, he's a very.
I know he's hard. I saw him at the bridge get stumped on by Mount. But yeah, continue.
Come on, man. The sun shines on the dogs out some days, bro. Come on.
I'm joking.
Big bucks. When I say this, I'm joking too. Who's got more goals in all competitions, Lukaku or Minamino?
Brother, this guy scores goals against Preston and flipping and Shrewsbury, them and them, man. Stop gassing it, bro. We talking about.
I'm just asking a question. Who's got more goals though? I just wanted to ask you,
brother. I saw you, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's that game, yeah. Let me say this, yeah. It was Arsenal at home in the Carabao Cup. I saw you, man, all lose your rag. I sell him now, bruv. He's dead, man. And now you're telling me,
he's got us there still.
But what I want to know is,
No, but you know what? That was emotional, bro. That was just emotions, bro. That was emotion.
Fam, listen, you see, you look fans are so spoiled in attack saying sell Mane, so Bobby. I'll die for them. Have you seen my attack? Listen, yeah.
That's what I die for them, you know.
That's what I've been trying to tell people. It's real.
Big up. You respect the team. I know you respect the team because I know you respect the team.
I rate Liverpool highly. I just don't like them. I rate Liverpool, but I just don't like them, innit? Like,
I can respect that. I can respect that because I feel the same way. I respect that.
Yeah, because listen, our attackers, yeah, like there's 4 man, yeah. Hudson Odoi, who fans gas up, but got 4 goals in 4 years. Don't understand. Get him out of here. You got Yeah. You got Pulisic, yeah? Mr. Yo, man, I'm from America. No, bro, you're not good at football. Go.
I disagree with that, but I think he's a G still. I think it's his injuries. I like Pulisic.
Really?
I think he's a baller. Yeah.
That Gifty's living in 2020, bro. Fam, this ain't 2020 Gifty, man. Sorry, bro.
No, I hear that, bro, but I respect talent, and I think Pulisic is abundantly talented, bro. I do. But I agree, the injuries. The injuries are bad.
Yeah. Look, and you got the German Shin Long. Don't talk about him, Timo Werner. Hate him, absolutely hate him. Like, honestly, I just get worst technical footballer. Like, you see me, yeah. I got 2 left feet in it. I can't play football, but him, I'm better than him. Anyway, and lastly, Mark Henry, Mr. R9, Mark Henry, yeah. Brother, I'm done with him. I hate him. I'm done with that guy, bro. Yeah. Listen, you see me, yeah. I love black players, innit? I like black players, yeah, at Chelsea because I grew up at Drogba, Sen, Kante, all these man, yeah. But this guy, man, I can't stand Lukaku, man. Man plays football like he's running in mud or something. Like, do
you know what though? If it makes you feel any better, I just checked and I was actually wrong. Lukaku's got 9 goals in all competitions. Compared to Taki Mini at 7, but I don't want to read out the appearances. But at least no, but at least no, but I flopped. But I think it's more importantly that we need to talk about, one was brought in to be the main man at £100 million, and he's got 9 goals in 26 appearances. I don't even look at Mini Million's conversion compared to Lukaku. So I ain't flopped there, bro. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he's a waste man still. But I don't care about him. I just want us. I think that we beat you in the final, Like,
if you're gonna beat us. All right, if you think you're gonna beat us, who's scoring the goals in your opinion? Who's scoring the goals?
I think a corner header from Thiago Silva.
I was just gonna say we have to be on your defenders.
Bro. You want to know what? You want to know?
Callum, you're so rude.
I wasn't even trying to be shady there. I swear to you.
Do you know? I will say this though. When you're clutching for set pieces and that, bro, it's not looking good,
Hey, man, Chelsea are good at that.
But I'm joking,
Chelsea are good at set pieces, though. You have to give credit where it's due. They're good at set pieces. You know what I mean?
No, they are. No, all jokes aside, set pieces they are strong. But what it is,
Rudiger, Thiago, they're good from set pieces.
The thing is, I hear what Big Bucks is saying. All jokes aside, they've assembled a team. Like in terms of money wise, financially, you've got your Timo Werner, Lukaku, Kai Havertz, Pulisic, all of them, bro. They all cost like nearly what 300 mil, 250 mil.
Bro, it's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing.
No, I hear that. There has to be something going on at Chelsea in terms of like you see in the summer, you need to really look at your squad and decipher what you need and what you don't need, because I think you've got too many players there that have been brought in, have promised but haven't shown it at Chelsea. So big man thing, I think the squad needs to get evaluated.
Guys, I don't even want to back Chelsea here, but I've got a controversial take. I don't know what Big Buck's take is on the management situation, but I definitely rate Tuchel. I think he's a good manager. I think he's proved himself to be a good manager.
I think Tuchel is a good manager.
Tuchel's the reason why Chelsea don't score goals. It's not the personnel. If they had a manager who was good at playing attacking football, they've got the personnel to be good at it. Tuchel is more of a tactical, defensive type of manager.
Bro,
in my opinion, he's not utilizing the attacking.
Look at Dortmund when he was at Dortmund. Yeah, at Dortmund, bro.
At Dortmund, he got the best out of Dembele. He had Aubameyang banging in goals.
No, that's my whole point.
They're spectacular, like generational talents. Without with all due respect,
even before that, bro, Mkhitaryan was badding it up under
Mkhitaryan. I mean, and again, we say there's got to be a little bit of Bundesliga tax as well because it's a bit easier to find space.
Oh my God.
Stuff. We've said that, right? We have said that.
No, we have, but I wouldn't say that he's the problem. Like when you look at Chelsea players,
no, he's not the problem. He's not the problem. I'm saying if they had a more attack-minded coach, I think those players that Chelsea fans don't think are that good would be playing better. I think your Ziyech's, your Pulisic,
can I say
your
something?
Werners and your Lukakus of this world will be playing better football under a coach that played more attacking football.
Can I say something? I think Tuchel is in fact, I'll say it's the other way around. So Tuchel, even though he's got the free man at the back, I think he's very, very attacking, and he's shown that at Dortmund. Because remember when people were trying to say he's Klopp 2.0, but we didn't believe that, obviously. But what he's good is a good. No, but hear me out, Drift. Drift, hear me out. Hear what I'm gonna say. Lukaku has had how many chances this season hasn't converted? Yeah. Timo Werner has had how many chances hasn't converted?
That's true.
There are so many players in their ranks that have had so many chances and they haven't converted. It's unfair to say it's Tuchel because he set out a team to win. To be fair to Tuchel,
are they not snap chances though, Matt? Sorry to cut you. And they Chelsea seem to create those kind of chances where it's like, right, there's a chance out of nowhere because you've like caught the team out and then you've countered or whatever, and you've like you have to score in that moment. Whereas they're not possession based. They don't have the ball all the time. They're not creating chances where you can see it coming.
No, they're possession based.
No, I don't. Chelsea are possession based.
No, they are possession based, bro.
Right, maybe against minor teams because as Chelsea are going to be more dominant. But if they're playing against teams that are level in match, that are matched in their level or above their level, they're not a possession based team. They're a counter team.
You stopped just because we had more possession against you this season. The fridge.
No, but that was because you was at home. That was because you was at home. At our ground, we had more possession. So that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, facts.
You get what I mean?
Like, I just agree, man. I think we're possession.
I just think that you lot need to get the best out of your attackers. And maybe I could be wrong. Maybe they're not good enough. Don't get me wrong. Maybe they aren't good enough. But I think if you look at what Havertz was doing at Leverkusen, if you look at what Ziyech was doing at Ajax, I think there are definitely ballers in there, and I think you've got to find a way. Tuchel has to find a way to get the best out of them. It's very unfair to blame the player when the player clearly had a talent that made Chelsea buy the player. Do you get where I'm coming from?
I think it's unfair on Tuchel though, because here's the thing, Driv. Again, I feel like it's Bob. Here's the thing: when you don't score goals, like anybody in world football, your confidence drops. And I remember maybe it might have been last year, a couple of years ago, when we had this massive debate about Anfield, and I was talking about confidence, how confidence is a massive factor, and you man were laughing. I was like, bro, see in football, confidence is a massive factor.
No, it
Lukaku
is.
No confidence. Ziyech, no confidence. Timo Werner, he doesn't even know what confidence. Like he didn't even realize that confidence starts with a C, fam. He's missed. When I say Timo Werner, don't know what's going on. It's crazy. They have players, but they lack confidence. I'm telling you from now, if these men went on a 3-4 game spree where they're all sharing goals, Chelsea look different. And I think we look at Tuchel different. But because they're not scoring, it's very easy to look at the manager. Because, bro, he's playing 3-4-3, sometimes 3-5-2. There's not much more he can do, bro, to get the best out of them.
Hey, bro, I can't lie.
Can I, before we let you go, can I just say something and let me know where you stand on this? Because obviously you watch Chelsea more than me, Matt, and Drift do.
Yeah.
See, at the beginning of the season, up until you'd probably say you lost Reece James and Ben Chilwell, you were probably one of the most free-flowing teams in terms of the transition.
Thank you, bro.
It was Norwich, you battered like 7-0. You're beating teams by high scores. So
transition was mad.
Again, I'm not going to give you guys the excuse of injuries because we had it last season and Chelsea fans laughed at us. So, I'm giving that same energy back. But you've lost the two most influential players in your system, not necessarily the names, but in your system. So that is going to have a knock-on effect. Plus, when your players up top aren't converting, it looks a lot worse than it is. I just think you should have addressed the fullback situation in January, but you didn't. And that's why you are where you are. When Reece were playing, you were pretty potent.
Yeah.
They're key components. Their win-backs in that system are key components.
That's like you not having, bro. That's like you not having no defense and no rubber, no money, no Salah. The situation is like that man was so important to how we play, bruv, and we lost them. You see, that game where we beat Juventus 4-0. Yeah, we beat Juve 4-0. That was probably one of the best Champions League nights Chelsea have had ever. But guess what? We couldn't celebrate because we found out Chilwell got ACL. We couldn't celebrate, bro. Yeah. So yeah, man, here's what it is. I still think we'll end the season with a trophy, which is why I support Chelsea, because we win trophies. Liverpool, you man, your best team in decades. Listen, nah. I'm gonna leave with a bang, yeah? Because I'm sick of you lot being too happy after smoke something. Listen, your best team is third. I can't. No, sorry, I can't.
You know, it might come back to haunt you, innit?
It's like we faced it in the final, innit? And like if we lose, then it's embarrassing, innit? So
that's what I was gonna
I'll
say.
get my
But hold back. If you beat us, you can smoke us. But if you smoke us now, we beat you.
bro.
Then it's all, you know what I'm saying, bro?
If we win that final, I'm coming here 4 straps. Pow, pow, pow. Oh, you mad. I'm going mad. Yeah. But
Nah,
yeah,
bro,
man.
you deserve it. If you win, you deserve it. You know what I mean? So we'll reconvene in on February the 28th or whenever it is. You know what I mean? Whatever it is.
So before I go, I just want to say you lot are actually, like, all just aside, you lot are actually one of my favorite YouTube football shows around. Like, I've been watching this channel since 2017. And I'll tell you how I found out.
Big up, bro.
Shall I tell you how I found out, yeah? Because I saw Drifty on BT Sport after Swansea beat Liverpool at Anfield, and I thought, I like this guy. Then I explored into him, and I found out he has a YouTube channel. I was like, okay. I remember this guy called Devo on here before. I saw Matt. I remember one time where
no, big up, bro. That was a long time ago, and that Swansea result had me
long
rattled,
time. Man's
bro.
about to bring up my CV, you know. Go on, I was gonna bring up my CV.
No, but that's love, though, bro. That's a long way back, man. So I appreciate the support and the love, man. Big up yourself, brother. Big up, man.
Bro. Listen, you feel incredible, but Matt, you see you, like, you're like a standout person on here. Like Matt is my favorite, like, panelist on the show. Like, he's too funny, bro. You see his laugh here? This guy laughs like a Jamaican auntie, bro.
No, that's love, bro. That's love. Big up, bro. Big up.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. That's like a Jamaican auntie. I hear that.
Hey, that's love, bro.
Yeah.
That's love.
But,
Big up yourself,
but yeah, man. But love you, innit? See you guys in a month when Chelsea win.
Yeah.
Inshallah.
Yeah, man. When we convene, bro. When we convene, man. Big up yourself. Big up, brother. Big up, man. Big up. Hey, that's the new one, you know. Man said Jamaican auntie, bro. Yeah,
that's
I like
laugh
that.
like a Jamaican auntie, you know. That is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hold it together, fam.
I know. I'm not gonna lie. Matt's got the most contagious laugh I've ever heard in my life, though. Swear down, 100%. 100%.
Do you know what? I watched the video of, I tell you what, when we were all done, you know, when Kal went full FSG in, but sarcastically, when Kal was doing the whole, like, oh yeah, I'm FSG in, baby.
Yeah,
we don't need nothing, bro. There's an episode that I need to show you, man. We were all, me and Drift were done. When I say done, we were done, bro.
Yeah, no, Matt's laugh is legendary. You should copyright that shit, bro. Real talk.
There's a couple times they've all been done in. I think when I can't remember what show it was where Drifty used a Tory Lanez line, and that wrecked.
Finished us. I can't lie. Finished us.
I think when we were doing a Jamaican OnlyFans thing, and I started singing "Let me see your bad." I
was done. Yeah, I was done. I couldn't recover. That took me about 20 minutes to compose myself.
I'll tell you the all-time comment so far that I can remember where I was done is when Kyle was like, you see, Gerard, man had to get the epidural to numb his underneath, you know?
Yeah, you lot didn't believe me. You lot didn't believe me.
When Kyle said that in the video, I actually came off screen. I was off screen. Done.
Yeah. And you know, the one comment that I'll always remember, because it was KG's debut on the channel when we was doing the Leeds preview, was when someone said they're waiting for Matt to get towed away. I was done. I was done. I was done.
Do you remember when KG was talking about Newcastle before they're getting taken over, and he was like, "Yeah, the nightlife, the women." That right there. That was brilliant.
We got KG.
And when KG the comedian was talking about Carrier State, that done me in as well,
I'll
bro.
be honest, all of KG's shows that we've done, I've been laughing from beginning to end.
100%.
Like, certain times I watch them back just for a little laugh, because
100%.
I watched back the show the other day where Kyle was going on some FSG in thing. Drift, when I say to you, if I play back, we were done, fam. When I say done, we were done.
I remember, bro. I remember, man. Laughs are contagious, man. Paul said it straight, bro.
Island Dash, you know.
I still want Island Dash to be a weekly podcast, bro.
Island Dash to get cancelled. You don't want.
You will get cancelled. You can say something.
You get cancelled. Island Dutch might make an appearance this weekend if results go well, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Some mad stuff, bro.
Yeah, we got them on the weekend.
Matt's hairline, boys, is the hairline's birthday. What a show! Like, is it? Hold on, is it actually your birthday? Be honest with us.
Like, bro, I don't even know.
Yeah, because I don't know if it's
hairline's birthday, bro. If it's your birthday, big up. I don't even know.
Yeah, if it's your actual birthday, big up yourself,
big up
bro.
if it's your birthday, bro.
Anthony James says, "Big up, boys. Name your top 3 Jamaican or Caribbean dishes."
Nah, you can't do that. No, we'll be here all day because it's too much to decipher.
And well, ackee and saltfish with white rice and hard food. That's my best meal. Full stop. Like just in general.
See, if I'm having ackee and saltfish, I'm not really a rice man. I want.
No, I hear that.
And
I hear that.
But I hear that. But I'm stuffed after that meal's finished. Best believe. There's a lot of starch in that meal as well, bro. It's his real birthday, Matt's hairline. Big up yourself, bro. Happy birthday,
big up. I'm gonna be real. This is just me. For me, oxtail beats that, though.
Oxtail with what?
I fully disagree, but oxtail is definitely up there for me. But I disagree.
I can't even lie.
Oxtail, white rice, and a little bit of roti.
Oh yeah.
But then, there's more. Yeah, there's too much though.
Stew chicken is my second favorite.
Stew chicken, Bob. Let's not talk about food right now.
Yeah, stew chicken with rice and peas in a festival. Bob, that's my thing.
Jerk chicken, rice and peas.
You don't know already. I love jerk chicken, but I can't eat it because of the spice. So it's never really ever gonna go in my top because of my like curry goat. But I adore curry goat, but I can't really eat it because of my stomach. So
I'll be right. I'll be right in an hour.
I'll
be right in. Save me a plate,
bro, because you'll eat all the food, bro.
Now just save me a plate. What do you mean?
Bro, your plate's gonna be like you just eat off the tray, bro.
Do you know what's magic? Do you remember
the shaving dish on his lap, bro?
You're making me hungry.
Just to let people know in on the inside, and this is how I know that Matt is a stupendous.
I'm just
dad,
a foodie.
Yeah?
I'm just a foodie.
No, but this is how I know you. I'm about to give you your flowers. This is how I know you're a great dad. Because when was it Robbie's christening? Yeah. The smell of the food was killing me. So I don't even know what it was doing to Matt. And he sat there and watched little man have his food before he got up. And every time I took a bite, I looked up and every time I just kept seeing Matt have to wipe dribble from his mouth. Yeah. And he actually waited until little man finished his food before he went and got his.
No,
and I'm not gonna lie, there wasn't much left at that point. We all know what black buffets are like. There wasn't much left.
There wasn't much.
And there was a moment where little man didn't finish his chicken, and Matt actually said, "I tell you what, we'll take it home and you can have it later." And even I was like,
"Oh, he ate that, bro. Matt ate that.
I didn't.
So no. Did you eat that? Did you eat it when you got home, bro?
100%.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, no, he ate it. I'm just giving man the big up, and he ate it, bro. Little man did not see that chicken. He did not see that chicken, bro.
I'm gonna have to give you the container.
No, you ate that. You ate that, bro. You ate that, bro.
I can't remember, but the food was good.
No, that food was amazing. That food was amazing.
Sensational, bro.
Ash says Naby's got worse. Oh, I'm not gonna read that one, Ash.
Oh no! Why are we see this? Why are we doing that, man?
Gotta read the room there, Ash. Still,
yeah, bro. That's a bit peak. Still,
let's not do that.
Yeah, P.R. says swap Markovic for Naby. At least he was and was up on FIFA. I would never swap Markovic for anyone.
Are you crazy? Markovic done nothing.
Yeah,
for us, nothing.
AA said Naby's best moment has been screaming Naby lad around the training complex like a madman when we got to sell Naby. At least Ox is more flexible.
AA's back in the building, Matt. He's back in the building.
AA, just have next week. Because I need to. I can't have
like Khabib and Tony Ferguson, innit?
Yeah, I can't have these little.
Now we need the fight, but everyone keeps on like someone ain't there in the weigh-in, and it's just like
facts. Because I don't like it when Matt has a little comment and he's off and he's back like, bro, we move. Bigger AA though. It's all love, bro. It's all love.
Naby says Cater the only footballer to get foam wrapped while in the toilet.
Bloody hell.
This is harsh, guys. I'm not going to lie.
God.
Liam Kenny says, Klopp loves the fan base, and he's mentioned about looking forward to the stadium expansion, having a year without fans. I think it's possible he extends.
Manifest it, Liam. This is what we need to do. We need to manifest it. And apparently Uncle Klopp might have caught wind of Kopish. So do you know what? Just in case, Klopp, there is nothing that you could do to make us happier than signing an extension.
Facts, bro.
Tell a lie.
No, bro. There's nothing. There's nothing, bro.
We could get a box and a hug still.
Yeah. But we got to meet in person for that, innit? So, other than that,
I'll be honest. If Klopp doesn't extend, I was going to say, if Klopp doesn't extend, but I get a Klopp hug with that.
No, I'll take an extension over a hug, but why can't we have both? I'm going to do a cow and I'm going to be greedy. Why can't we have both?
That's true.
I saw Diaz's face when he got that Klopp hug. Shaqiri. I've seen it's different, bro.
His life changing.
Yeah, bro, it's life changing. But no, if Klopp signs a new deal, man, I just want him to do a 2 extension, so we know we've got 4 years of him while Gerrard is developing. This is what this is the perfect plan. 2 more years, so we've got 4 years, and then Gerrard develops, and then we move in it.
I just saw a horrible comment. Kyle, you see the one that you just saved? I don't know if we should read that, you know.
Yeah, I won't.
That's a bit.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. That is a bit too much, bro.
Yeah,
that is a bit too
don't be
much.
on people. It's all banter, but try and keep
banter,
it on. Let's try and keep it on football. Yeah.
Because that's disrespectful to his mum. So yeah, that's a bit too far. That's a bit too far.
Let's just try and keep it football, people. Come on.
LFC Aaron says, lads, I know it's early with Diaz, but what player does he remind you of? Early days, but he could be our version of Di Maria. Reminds me of a cross between Coutinho and Suarez.
Really?
I get that.
Okay.
I'm not saying a hybrid version. He just reminds me. He's got aspects of both.
I'm not sure yet. I think I need to see a few more games to kind of make up my opinion. But...
Do you know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Ribery.
Okay, Ribery as well.
I think Ribery might have been a little bit more techie with it, but he reminds me of Ribery.
Bro, Ribery was a technical magician.
Yeah, but he was ridiculous. But you see how he had the press, he had the pace, he had the skill, he had the finishing. Like Diaz, he had the tenacity. Diaz reminds me of him. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Aldi and Nat says, bro, do you see how Senegal players welcome back? No, I've not seen any videos.
I haven't seen it. Yeah, I haven't.
I didn't say how they were welcomed back, but I saw how they were welcomed in their own country, and it was amazing. It was amazing, man. It was I was so emotional for Mane watching it, man. And when he presented the president with a medal as well, even the way Mane's wearing the jogger bottoms, I'm like, my G, like even though he's doing, bro, he's just swagging it all over the place.
Mane's a guy.
He's that dude, man. Like I told you, bro, I didn't really know that I could feel that way about another man. Pause. And Mane's done that. So it is what it is, bro.
Rude Boy LFC says Cal, Matt, and Drift deserve way bigger numbers due to the effort, hours, and high standard of content, and of course, open arms of love and friendship they give to those who watch. Come on, guys, smash the like button.
All right, that's the love. That's the love.
Big up yourself, man.
That's love.
Big up,
man.
Big up,
man.
LFC Aaron says Klopp mentor is Wolfgang Frank, a disciple of Sachi. Klopp will never change from the high line and back four. Yeah, he won't. He won't. His stubbornness is a gift and a curse, but more of a gift than a curse.
But if he's got the personnel, it's normally a gift. That's the problem. That's the problem. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a big pause, Abiri. I get it. It's a big pause, but it is what it is.
Yeah, Naby when he plays for Liverpool, the comments are bordering a little bit, bro. We got.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Like,
you know what? I get the banter because it's just a banter, Matt. So I understand the banter, but just don't go over the top with it,
don't
guys.
get me wrong,
That's the
people.
thing. Just
I'll
don't go
accept
over
the
the
banter.
top.
Don't get twisted, because you know what I mean. It's all banter in here, but we just got to kind of. There's
Don't
something
go
even
too
I
far.
wouldn't say. Yeah. I mean, let's have fun, but let's not go crazy.
Zabiri says Kopish on the beach, JA settings, #free dark.
Do you know what Zabiri just did? Zabiri just made me imagine us three just on deck chairs in Jamaica on the beach doing a live. And I just thought to myself, that needs to happen. I don't care how, that needs to happen.
That'd be the life, man.
That'd be sweet, fam. I can't even lie.
Just to get a bit of context, I spoke to Zabiri on the phone, and he wants me to free Dark Cow, but I said he's not coming out. The only way Dark Cow comes out is if we end the season with no trophies and a bad transfer window. And he's like, no, I don't want to see Dark Cow if that's the terms then. So that's the only way he's coming out. Zaburi goes on to say Kopish in the park, Central Park, Manhattan settings, hats.
Hey, Zaburi,
we gotta make that happen. We gotta make that happen, bro. Every time I look at that map of New York and I see Central Park, how big it is, I think that'd be amazing to go for a jog in that park, bro. Or a picnic.
All I'm saying is, next 2 to 3 years, watch out for Kop-Ish. We might be in another country, and we might just be live where you are. Just pay attention.
So right now we've got Jamaica, we've got Trinidad, and we've got New York, Manhattan, Central Park. Those are the places right now that are the prime locations right now. So you know what I'm saying?
Need a location. No
location.
Zabiri says, I'm gonna need my back pay for being the 10th man whose job it is to disagree with the other 9. Hey, go call LeBron. Jamrock says Matt is talking about the senior midfielders. That was relating to
Naby Keita. When I was talking about Bellingham.
No, Bellingham. Yeah. That was Bellingham. Yeah.
Sorry, Bellingham.
No. It was when I asked you about Elliot and I put you on the spot. I know.
I know what you tried to do.
Jamrock backed you on that. Yeah, Jamrock backed you on that. Still, I see it. Eastwood ain't in the building, so my security's not here. But you got your back in today. I see you.
All right, now big up Jamrock. Love for that because Jamrock knew what I meant. But I see Jiff was like, well, Matt didn't say that, so I'm on fly right in there.
All of a sudden, you came in and I caught bare strays. You arrived and you were just letting off the Uzi for no reason. I was like, right, to duck behind the team.
Yeah, when you came in there with the Hendo graph, I was like,
bro, I just caught bare strays for no reason, bro.
Big at the security working 24/7. Andre, pick yourself, my brother.
Matt Naby friend Cuckoo, what you saying?
Right, he's put you in the mud there, bro.
All right. We'll have this conversation when I've had something to eat. We move.
Right. Bad deflecting.
No.
Man came in there like Wonder Woman with the thing like ping, man, just deflecting, bro.
The bracelets.
Yeah, with the bracelet.
We'll talk afterwards. Zabir, we'll talk proper.
A-Spec says, question to the fan base. Would you like it if you heard the players we're comparing themselves to each other using slander? Then why do we do it? It's true. It's true.
Yeah, I hear where it's coming from. Although I would still think that banter was kind of spectacular, though. They all knew the joke.
Cool,
if they all knew the joke, but slander, obviously not.
Slander is where it goes too far in it.
Imran says, I'm FSG in if FSG bring in Misha, then I'm FSG in.
Oh, well, we got some cupcake fans in the building as well, Is that what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Imran will probably punch you up if you try and speak about Misha.
No. Misha, I love Misha. You know that already, bro. When she retired, I was pissed,
bro. He will get you, bro.
Bro.
Zabiri says, Drift, there's a technique to limit the starch in the ground provision. I'll put you on if you have the capacity. Zabiri with the lax.
All right.
I feel like Zabiri with the lax.
I hear you, bro.
Jamrock says steam fish, stuff with callaloo and okra is steam. Steam bummy.
I'm not gonna lie, steam fishing.
So you know the only thing about that meal, callaloo runs through me. I can't lie.
I'll swear down. I'm cool with callaloo, you know.
Callaloo runs through me.
Callaloo is all right, but the
callaloo and okra, they run through me still.
Yeah, okra's a madness.
Fair play. Okra is different. I can't even my belly.
I give you wash belly still.
Yeah, they run through me.
Okra give you wash belly still.
Yeah, they run through me still.
Matt's hairline, we gotta drop the beat for you, bro. Happy birthday to you, sir.
There you go.
I'm not obviously going to read out your super chat, Matt's hairline. I see what you've written.
Matt's hairline, you're moving.
Enjoy the night, big man.
You know
Enjoy the
what?
night.
I've actually lost how many aliases
It's
I
your
have now.
birthday, so I know you want to ride.
I've actually lost how many aliases.
Hey guys, just remind me, yeah. On Monday, I want to talk to you lot about the night deal because I found I found out something very important and I forgot to mention it Monday gone. It's too late in the show now because we're wrapping up. On Monday though, guys, we're going to talk about the night deal. We're going to talk
written
about
that down, Drew. So
Imran put me onto something. Big up to Imran. He put me onto something about the night deal.
Okay.
We're going to talk about
this
the
is
night
why I've
deal.
got the Haaland agenda as well. But as you said, Monday we'll speak.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that.
Troy M says, does Matt have the most meme YouTube accounts? Yes.
100%. I'm
Like,
big
well,
up to
you
all
lot
them
tell
aliases,
me.
bro, because it's definitely a compliment.
You
Big
tell
up.
me. Big up all the aliases out there. It's always love. It's always love. Even my own hairline, which is mad. Matt's hairline,
tape.
you know.
Check the tape. Says, I swear down, the moment Klopp finishes an interview, we move. It's a wrap. Big up Team Kopish each and every time.
If Klopp ever says we move or let's go, I swear down, you know.
No,
he's
if
Kopish for
Klopp
life.
says that, I would just. That's like you peaked, didn't it? We peaked, bro.
Yeah.
If Klopp ever finished our interview and he went, we move.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's Kopish for life. You know, it's Kopish.
Yeah. We peaked, bro. We peaked.
If Klopp ever says that.
Cal, Naby, when he plays for Liverpool, Cal, Hendo or Naby? No political answer. Naby's the better footballer. Hendo's more consistent.
I agree with that. I actually agree with that still.
I agree with that as well.
I agree with that.
LFC Aaron says, what are your 3 favorite TV shows? Been watching Black Mirror recently.
No, we can't
really
do this
make
right
you
now.
think of your own personal relationship with
Can't do this
technology.
right now. It's too much. It's too much.
Black Mirror is ill. I love Black Mirror.
I've not watched Black Mirror.
I've not watched Black Mirror. I'll be honest.
The beautiful thing about Black Mirror is every episode is its own episode, so you don't need to watch it in chronological order. You can just watch any episode you want. And there's an episode about gaming, but it's like you put this is it a chip in your head or you swallow something? And basically, like, it's like a haunted house, but he's in the game. And it always reminded me of if Resident Evil was ever real. Like, if I was ever like to play the game Resident Evil, but like VR, where I'm like in it. Yeah, I like Black Mirror. Black Mirror is the one still.
Yeah. No, there's
For
too
me,
many.
Top show for me is The Wire, though. That's what I will say. I don't know about my top 3, but The Wire is my top.
See, the thing is, The
Wire.
Wire.
Breaking Bad. That's all I'll say for now. Breaking Bad's the best show ever made for me.
There's too many, you know, because TV series, because you even got to think about like comedies and that as well from back in the day.
No, but I put them in brackets though. I do put them in brackets.
Okay. There's
Wife and Kids for comedy.
Because even
with Fresh Prince.
It's
I'm Wife and Kids over Fresh Prince.
Because I was even gonna say Walking Dead.
And I'm a Will Smith fan, but I'm Wife and Kids over.
Walking Dead is up there, but then it's kind of gone a little bit funny over the years gone by. But you see, like things like that, like Walking Dead.
Walking Dead is ill.
Obviously, I was big on Game of Thrones, but the last season, let's not talk about that.
Blackish for comedy.
Blackish is serious.
Modern Family for comedy as well. You know what? You might think I'm joking here. Matt, you might agree with me here. Zeds are here. Paw Patrol's about it, you know.
Hey, Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol.
Hey, Chase.
Harry's on that, you know.
Chase is a G, bro.
You see, Chase is the guy.
Hey, Paw Patrol is all right.
Have you seen the movie?
No, not yet. I haven't, you know.
Bro,
you know, hilarious. Don't give me jokes,
about Paw Patrol. Go.
Ultimate Spider-Man and Friends as well.
Hey. Have you seen the new Spider-Man on Disney with the trio? Where you've got the Miles Morales one, and you've got Spider-Man, you've got the Spider Girl. I can't remember her name. You've got the 3 of them, bro. You don't know about that.
You're not giving me joke with the daddy vibes.
Drift, for you next come round here, Kyrie's gonna show you some Paw Patrol, fam.
Yeah, I know. I'm all good for it, but I'm not gonna fall back and then go, do you know what, little man's asleep, but I'm gonna still put an episode on.
Me neither.
It's not like man never went to work.
See Cal come back downstairs after he's carried little one upstairs and then press start episode from beginning. We're like,
Cal.
let's go.
Cal, be honest, and I'll be honest as well. Have you ever gone to work, and you're sitting in the office and the Paw Patrol theme tune goes into your head and you're like, just sitting there, say you're taking like a 2-second breather, you're like, Papa Chop. But I swear that a man done it working. I swear down.
Have you heard of the TV show Miraculous?
No, I haven't. No.
Bro, that theme song, I can't get out of my mind, bro.
Swear down.
I can't get it out of my mind.
Bro, Paw Patrol for me was the hardest one to let go. When I see that deep into the psyche.
All of his programs, all of Stevie's programs, like all the theme tunes I know off by heart.
Yeah, that's like with Kyrie still.
All of them.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's mad, isn't it? It's mad.
It's crazy. Naby, when he plays for Liverpool, where does Jota rank in terms of number 9s in the world now? In the league, sorry.
Oh, in the league. He's in the top 3 easy. Top 3 easy.
I mean, actually, no, he's top.
This season, he's the best.
Yeah, he's top because other than Mo, he's top goal scorer. So technically, statistically, he's
in the league.
The best.
In the league, he's the best.
Anthony James, if CR7 spent his Prem career with Liverpool, does he win Ballon d'Or? No,
because you have to be in Spain to win that.
Well, he won it in Man United, but again, he had to go off. Like Man United are seen, they're given more respect than Liverpool. So no, he wouldn't. Have.
Yeah, we've never seen that.
Win Ballon d'Or. Salah's got to win World Cup, AFCON, be top goal scorer in the league, win the league, and win the Champions League. And even then, he might come second.
And score 89 goals.
Yeah, and he might still come second.
Yeah, and he
might even come third.
Matt's
hairline. Just remember who the alias was. Who the alias who we first saw was. I think Matt's hairline was the first alias.
Was it Matt's hairline?
I think it was. You know, I actually do think.
No, there's been a few, bro. He might be right. You know,
I do think
you're consistent, Matt's hairline. So I'll give you that. You're very, very consistent.
Naby says no more Naby slander. We move. That's what we like to hear.
That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear.
Like we said, man, banter's fine, but the slanders.
We can all banter with any player, but let's just, you know what I mean.
Troy M says when Kopish is in NYC, I'm 195 north from Philly. Whispers, let's go. Catch up with Snowfall before the next season starts. Best show on TV. I've heard a lot of good about Snowfall.
I have as well. And I've also heard a lot of scary things about Philly. So make sure you pick man up from the airport, bro.
Do you want to know something?
I've heard a lot of scary things about Philly, bro.
What's the biggest sensation of this year? My mind's just gone blank. It goes automatically for me top 5. The Korean.
You're talking about Squid Game.
I'm gonna be real. I think we have to be real. I know it's recency bias, but we have to deep it.
It's up there.
Squid Games is probably top 5 of all time.
Right.
I don't know it's recent. No, probably is, bro.
You're putting it that high, yeah?
Bro, Squid Games is top 5. I remember top 5. It has to be. Think about it. Do you know what? We'll do a members video.
Yeah, we'll have to do a members one.
Yeah, I remember we still got to do the music one as well with Jamrock. So we got a few. Do you know what? Just before we move on as well, though, obviously big up Sadiq each and every time. Mrs. just got the negative, man. I'm so happy to hear that, bro, man. So happy to hear that, bro. Big up, man. Big up.
Sadiq, before you go, you're gonna watch the game on Sunday. That's not your answer. Jamrock says The Wire, Sopranos, and Ozark, the Martin Lawrence show. Yeah, big shows. I haven't watched all of the Sopranos, if I'm going to be honest.
All right, do you want to know what?
I don't want to talk about The Wire with Cal. It causes a lot of division.
Shout out to the people that know about Spartacus from back in the day. Oh my days! Did you ever watch Spartacus?
I didn't.
No.
We move. We need to talk, guys. We need to talk. Spartacus is different as well.
I like random series though. Random. I'm not even going to say them on it. I like there's random series that I like. So
Spartacus is mad.
Anthony, I think we did read out your super chat, bro. But if we didn't, just send it again as a normal message. But I'm almost certain I read out your name and super chat.
Sadiq's going to be watching the game, by the way.
Something else. AA when Gerald becomes LFC coach, his first assignment is to get that 8 from Naby. By the way, big up, guys. Big up on the work, and Kopish hits different.
Now that is banter. That's what I'm talking about. That is good banter, bro. That's the type of stuff I'm
Matt,
talking about.
that's building nicely. If I'm Dana White, I'm enjoying this.
We're gonna book it. We're gonna book it
I'm
soon.
not even gonna lie. This might turn into Poirier Connor soon. I'm not even gonna lie, like this.
Nah, I think
your
it
wife's
might
in
be.
your wife's in me DMs. Doctor stoppage. Doctor stoppage.
And soon AM's gonna be like, now he's in my DMs. You wanna think he's yours? He's in my DMs.
Your Kopish teammates in me DMs. Doctor stoppage. Make sure you doctor stoppage. Titanium shin bone.
Stop it! I'll never forget that.
Can't wait scouts for a minute there. Still,
I'll never forget that.
Troy M says, "You're good, Drift. Just get Matt to escort you through the city. Philly will think he's James Harden."
Hey, respect
with that
for that,
beard,
Troy.
still.
Hey,
with
respect
that
for
beard.
that, Troy. Respect for that.
Stewie from Family Guy or Tommy from Power? Stewie.
Tommy from Power.
No, Stewie's
I
not.
don't even know.
Power.
Stewie's a beast, bro.
Stewie's
Tommy,
bro.
So is Tommy, bro.
Yeah, but
Tommy
Stewie's
can be
continually
reasonable.
trying to kill his own mum, bro.
Hold on. Cal just said Tommy can be reasonable. You do
No,
realize
I said he can be reasoned with. Can be.
Yeah, he
reasonable.
can be. He can be reasoned with.
his best friend is. Do you know? I can't even say too much because for people that ain't seen it. Yeah, I'll leave.
Yeah,
it
no,
at
but
that.
bruv, if you think about the last ever episode, that Cal's right. He can be reasoned with.
Yeah.
Stewie's trying to kill his own mum, bro.
He's trying to kill everyone, bro.
That's madness, bro.
And he's a baby.
Are you forgetting about who Tommy duppied? Are we
No,
sleeping?
I
on
know.
this?
You say it too much. You say it too much.
And you know what? And you know what? Even though people find it quite cheesy, I know what you're saying, Matt, with the recency thing. I think that Power is a serious TV series, bro. But because it's new, I think it does kind of get that recency thing. Like, I can't be that good. Power's serious. I'm not even gonna lie. Power's serious,
bro.
Narcos as well.
Narcos as well.
Yeah,
I
didn't finish Narcos, so I can't say.
I love that. I love Narcos. I finished it still, but I haven't gone to the other one, Narcos Mexico. I think it is.
Imran, I know I said I like Cupcake, but now please, you're making it personal now, Imran. You're making it personal now, bro.
Imran, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna start sending you Jay-Z songs, bro. Just randomly.
Yeah, you're making it personal now, bro.
Jamrock says Snowfall is loosely based on Freeway Rick Ross.
I'm gonna get into Snowfall. I've heard so many good things about that. I'm gonna get into it 100%. The boys. You might know about the boys already.
The boys is serious, bro.
Invincible as well.
Invincible, bro.
I ain't seen that.
Invincible is the one, bro.
You'll love Invincible.
Bro, it's like Boondocks meets like Reservoir Dogs, bro.
Swear on.
What's that, Cal?
It's like Boondocks versus Marvel, like meets Marvel.
Yeah, bro, it's ill, bro. But I can't believe you still ain't watched it, bro.
No, I ain't watched it.
I told bro, it's straight up your street, bro. That's why I told you about
so many things
away,
I've got to watch, bro. If I tell you what season I'm on Walking Dead, you actually want to punch me up. Yeah, I'm so behind on Walking, bro. There's too much things to watch.
No, so am I. I think I'm only on season 9, so I'm behind on that.
Yeah, same.
Top boy. Top boy.
Serious,
bro.
Top boy, serious.
Streets Approved 10 says no one has mentioned Matip assist to Jota at all. Me?
We spoke about that.
Me? I said it was a no look.
You spoke
through
about
the legs assist. Matipinho.
When I watched it afterwards, special.
Big up to QD662. Succession is meant to be another good TV show as well.
Okay. There's so many TV shows to watch, people. Oh my days.
By the way, Breaking Bad is not overrated. You Never Walk Alone 19.
Do you want to know?
Not in any way, shape, or form. Breaking Bad is the best TV series ever made.
Do you know what I'm watching right now? I don't know if people you probably heard of it. On Netflix, All of Us Are Dead. I'm watching that right now. To and from work. I'm watching that.
Bruv,
I'm hooked.
Is
on
it
that
good,
right
yeah? Because the trailer made it look like it was good still.
Nah, bro. I mean, no. It's good, bro. It's good. It's not like the greatest thing ever, but it's a good watch so far.
But is it Korean, isn't it?
Yeah. And make sure you watch it in the Korean original language with the subtitles.
I'm not gonna lie. I watch series at night time. I need the dub. I can't read at night.
Bro, no, you're missing the authenticity. Sorry, authenticity.
No, I hear that, but half the time I'm watching it when I'm lying down. And if you ever tried to read sideways,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
bro.
Man will be man's on the underground like this, yeah, trying to read the thing. When I'm like this, bro. I'm telling you, it's mad. I'm enjoying it. It's not it's not like the deepest storyline or whatever. It's kind of like, you know, expected, but it's a good watch just for another series that people might want to check out. All of us are dead on Netflix. I don't even know why I'm bigging them up like that. Netflix, you might want to plug us still. Just letting you guys know.
You know what I'm saying?
Just letting you man know. If Netflix, you ever want to sponsor us, you know? Yeah, there you go.
Best TV show villain, Cars, and then Cars versus The Incredibles wins. Incredibles is
Best
my
TV show
that
villain.
is my thing.
Yeah. Cars. I mean, these lot was like bigging up Paw Patrol, so yeah, thingy. But I think Cars is just a little immature. That's why Incredibles is.
Nah, do you want to know what the best
Incredibles
villain
is sick. That's
The
my.
best-
That's one.
No, it's
that's
really
top
good,
10
but
favorite
Cars
film.
is very childish, though. You know, sometimes a cartoon can be too childish. Cars is very childish. You know what I mean? So
Incredible.
I just had it a minute ago. The best villain might be or one of the best.
best TV villain.
No, there's someone else. Oh my days, I've just forgotten who. Adam.
Proctor,
The best TV villain.
Proctor
is-
from Banshee.
Oh my
I've
days.
seen Banshee.
Oh my days. Oh,
Talk to me, Matt.
Cal knows. If
Proctor
you haven't
from
watched,
Banshee.
for people that don't know, go and watch Banshee. Oh, Cal, remember the guy in the suit that can
In the
fight?
glasses.
Man in the glasses.
Danger.
Serious. Cal knows about it. Cal knows.
I'm not watching. I'm not watching. No. I know who the best ever villain is.
Yeah, go on.
It's the Netflix version of Kingpin. In
Daredevil.
In Daredevil.
Yeah.
Sensational.
If we're talking about complete performance,
Sensational, bro.
I'm mastering the character. I'm not gonna lie. If I saw him in real life, I'll be scared and think he's the real Kingpin. Like,
You know what?
big man
I
thing.
can't remember his name. His name's that's annoying me. He's such a good actor, man. Such a good actor.
But no, that. Hey,
Troy M, I need a top 5 UK movies of all time. I probably saw most of them, but I need that list from you at some point. We'll have to do a show.
we got to do a show. It's
We'll
too
do a
long.
show on that.
Yeah,
We will
we got to do a show.
Troy,
But I'll give you my top one is Snatch.
I know it's a bit cliche, but Carlito's way for me.
Fair dues. Snatch.
I need time to think.
It's Snatch for me. But that top 5, we'll have to. That's another great members video we can do.
Anthony James says Game of Thrones is the best TV show. Stop the cap, boy. Game of Thrones is up there still.
I love Game of Thrones, but Anthony,
not the best
last season though. Let's be real.
It was a letdown.
I don't want to say for people that ain't seen it.
Never seen it.
Raw.
I can't believe you never seen Game of Thrones because I thought that'd be right. I think give it a watch.
Oh, Mr. Sinclair Luther.
Never seen it.
Whoa,
no, I'm not gonna lie, never have I. Still, and you know what's so mad? You guys, I think I told you, man, know about this already. I was coming home from work. You know, obviously where I work here, walking past, and I see Idris filming a thing for his thing. And I was like, nah, this guy is just different, bro. His work rate is mad. But yeah, so I didn't say hello to you, bro. But yes, I ain't seen Luther.
My missus was in Luther.
Swear down.
Big up,
Yeah, my
big
missus
up.
was in
Oh,
Luther.
big up the missus, man. In Luther.
But obviously, I don't know because I ain't seen it.
I ain't seen it. Yeah. No,
I'm
no,
gonna be like, yo, Cal, what's going on, bro?
I can't even say because I ain't seen it.
Sick.
I ain't seen it.
Bruv, I'm not gonna give it all away here, but there's a part in it, where he comes back and sees his ex, and she tells him like, "I'm with someone new." The man just looks at her, and you know when Rampage beats up the door in the Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
He goes to walk away, calm, and then he probably just smashes up the door, and he's like, Zoe. He's just bashing up the door, brother, and he looks at her and he goes, "What, Zoe?"
I'm not gonna lie, he's doing a lot. Big him up.
Luther's cold.
Big up, man.
Faisal says Power, Snowfall, and BMF serious.
I
haven't seen BMF. I haven't seen
BMF either. Power slept on.
Jamrock says the mayor of Kingston Town and mayor of East Town HBO. We don't get HBO, bro.
Yeah, we don't.
That's the only.
Wherever there's a will, there's a way.
Troy M, shout out to Idris for tricking me these years on the actual great show of all time. The Wire didn't know he's from England until like 2010. Facts.
Right. And if you watch at the beginning when he wasn't famous yet, you would have been when I saw him in Rock and Roll, I think it was. I was like, so what? Hold on, Cockney accent. Well, what? Like I was
sick.
I was shocked, bruv. I couldn't believe it, bruv.
Same with McNulty. McNulty's English.
Yeah. A lot of them people, bruv.
Yeah.
Do you lot know that in Walking Dead, think Rick is English?
No.
What? Lying.
Rick is English.
Is Rick English? Where's that?
100%.
Carl.
Rick is English, bro.
What's up? All right, you know what? One of the best lines from gigs. Cal can do a better impersonation than me. There's one mixtape where it's like,
big gun like Rick. It's like a living with Urshel.
Bro. That line, legendary.
Big gun like Rick. It's like I'm living with Urshel.
That line there, different. It's different.
Hey, man, like Herschel, you know. Man was walking around with a limp because man firm getting his leg chopped off. That's an OG, bro. OG, bro.
When it comes to villains, Negan, bro.
Hey, that's a shout, Cal.
Bro,
my days.
Cal, I'll go on better.
Negan is such a G. I heard the missus say she rates it. I was like, what?
I'll go one better. There's one better than Negan. Lucille, fam.
Yeah, but they're a combo, innit? They're a combination, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
Who's it gonna be?
I'm gonna be real.
Stop talking.
You see, when Negan first got introduced, it might have been like season 5 or season
No.
6,
It was episode 1, season 7. Most intense season.
I'm gonna be real.
TV history. I don't care what anybody says, bro.
When Negan first came onto the show, and I saw what he was about, it's probably the first time in years where I was sitting down and I was like, I'm actually shook. Man was like this.
Bro, I'm telling you, episode 1, season 7 of Walking Dead is the most intense, most emotionally draining episode of any TV series.
Was it Abraham?
Ever, bro.
Was it Abraham?
Abraham, bro.
And the other one,
but the main real G, bro.
The Asian guy. Who's the Asian guy?
What, Glenn?
Glenn, bro. But not even just Glenn, man had fucking Rick hanging off the thing, suspended off the bus in the middle of the woods, bro.
Fam, when he doppied Glenn, I was like, this guy, they need to take him out the series. They've done too much. Like, real talk, at Big Man Thing.
I think Cal's right. I think Negan is the best TV villain ever. I know he's right. I think he is.
I think Negan was too real for TV. Bro, my missus was pregnant at the time watching it. She started holding her belly. She's like, I don't think I can do this.
No, it's real, bro. No, it's real. It's not even a joke.
Bro, he's different. He's different, man. Troy M says, shout out to Idris. Oh, no, done that one.
Yeah.
So the main character of Snowfall is too. Okay.
I need to watch Snowfall. Man. Yeah,
I'm saving Snowfall. I'm saving.
Bassett 1, number 1 villain, Teabag from Prison Break. Gary Neville.
Bro, what's going on, pretty? Schofield. Man in my Schofield. Yo, what's going on, pretty? Bro, I'm not gonna lie. If you ever bump into a man named Teabag, run. Like, I'm not even joking. Don't try and fight, man, because he will find you. Even if you beat him up, he will find you.
Hold on, Drift, you ain't watched it, have you? So I can't even give away.
Oh my.
No, I'll never watch it, bro. I'll never.
What? Bro, Matt, remember when he cut off his own arm, bro?
Bro, don't say nothing. Teabag is different.
He's crazy, bro. He's nuts. He's nuts. Joffrey from Game of Thrones as well.
He pissed me off, you know.
Yeah, he did.
Joffrey pissed me off.
Yeah, for you,
it was you. Yeah, he was.
Actually, no. I just realized who the biggest villain is, and it's just because he's a Tariq.
Nah, He don't touch Negan, bro.
Nah,
No,
Negan different.
not for the same reasons. But I've never wanted to hate somebody so much
No,
in
of
my
course.
life.
Obviously, what happened to Rainer, innit?
Tell me you've ever hated someone more than you hated Tariq, bro.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Tariq is 2020 in a person. Real talk.
Nah, he is still.
Tell me, bro. I've never. That's got to be the best acting in history because I've never hated somebody so much in my life.
Ghost is a very good villain, though. Ghost is a very good villain.
No, Ghost is my G,
No,
bro.
Ghost is sort of like the anti-hero.
Nah, he's not a hero, bro.
No, he's an anti-hero. No.
He's an anti-hero,
Matt's
bro. He's
spot
not
on.
a
He's an
villain. He's an
anti-hero.
anti-hero, bro.
He's an anti-hero because
Ghost's an
he's my
anti-hero.
favorite character and I'm not supposed to like him.
Remember?
He is.
All right, so I'll tell you what's
Yeah,
an anti-hero.
you like the bad guy, though. Jim.
No, he's
Not
not
always.
bad.
Not always.
Carl, let me quickly for the people. Let me quickly. When you think about Ghost, think about what he's doing at the beginning. Yeah, it's bad. Then he tries to become the hero. Remember, for a certain person. So I'm not trying to give away too much for a certain. Yeah. Then not only that, he's got his woman trying to tell him he should be doing certain things, and you know what I'm saying? He's fighting against. He's an anti-hero, bro.
Ghost is always doing the wrong things for the right reasons.
Remember why Ghost wanted to change?
Just remember that he's doing the wrong thing for the right reasons, Cal.
Man said
Too many
Valdez.
times,
We
he
move.
kept on making too many silly mistakes for him to. Bruv, you've got you know what you've got at home, bruv, and then you go and screw around with Angie, and then you go and start doing madness after that. Let's not act like Ghost was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Are we gonna act like Tasha? Are we
said
gonna act
that.
like Tasha? Are we
No.
gonna act like Tasha's? Are we gonna act like Tasha's all saint though?
No, she's not, but she held him down still.
She held him down.
Yeah, she also held the driver down. We moved.
Yeah, that's fair still.
Oh, we moved.
Man like Sean still.
How we move.
Man, like Sean. Remember what Kanan done to man when he found out?
Yeah.
I can't even do it. he was like, you ain't my son. You ain't my son. Fam, finished off Sean, bro.
Nabi says, Drifty, who gets a 5-year deal and then Premier League or 5th of or May 26th, 2018? What happened May 26th, 2018?
Champions League.
Yeah, that would have been a Champions League against Real Madrid.
Champions League.
Oh,
yeah.
Premier. So yeah, yeah.
I'd rather the Premier League than the Champions League. Always, I can't lie. I would. I'd rather be Premier League champions than win a Champions League. Even though Champions League is euphoric in that moment, I think the Premier League is a bigger achievement. Who gets a 5-year deal? Klopp.
Antio Chill says it's obviously Freezer.
Oh, hey, that's a shout still.
Freezer's a bad man.
That is Dragon Ball Z, Cal.
Oh,
yeah. Freezer bad man still.
Yeah, Freezer's. Oh no, would you say Freezer's a bigger bad guy than Cell?
Only reason I say Freezer is because that's the first time we saw Goku go Super Saiyan. He made because obviously so
I hear that. But I think Cell was a G, bro.
No, Cell was serious, but without Freezer, we don't see Goku transcend, innit?
Yeah,
like,
I
we
hear
never
that.
see him go Super Saiyan, so to speak. So
when Freezer came back, it was hilarious watching Vegeta bruck him up.
I'm not gonna big at yourself. Said Pain from Naruto. Fam, I felt that one. Pain was different, bro. For all the anime fans that know about Pain was different. He's different.
Gustavo from Breaking Bad.
But you know what? Gustavo actually had a heart, though. That's because I was thinking Gustavo, but you actually realize he had a heart. You did realize he had a heart. Like he wasn't just a ruthless, like don't care. Do you know what I mean? He actually had a heart. So that's the only thing.
Pain from Naruto for me, I think is. I know you man don't know this, but Payne's the guy for me. You know?
Troy said Dana White, you know.
Dana White, bro. Like, bigger itself, bro. Enough love, bro. Trust me, I agree that Payne is different, fam. The music go with it as well. Mad, baby.
Nabi says Dre from Power is the biggest D-head in TV history. Yeah, Dre.
Dre was trying to act like he's
But this is how much I can't stand Tariq. I actually hate Tariq more than Dre.
Yeah, because Tariq went against family, innit?
Yes, but also who taught? I say taught is more Kanan, but remember Dre led Tariq as well. You know, to a certain point.
Not like Kanan did, bro.
Nah, Kanan went. Nah, Kanan. Remember, Kanan's got a
Richie
Kanan
said
father,
Graham
man.
Souness.
You know what Grace Hayes will say right now? We're talking about villains, but where was Paul Pogba in all of this?
Barung said Gunter from Friends as well.
The biggest side man ever. Gunter was the biggest
Coutinho's
side
a villain
man.
for me as well. Yes, Coutinho is a villain.
I swear the coffee machine got more airtime than Gunter.
Nabi says no Park Life or Champions League final 2018. So either no Adrian or no Karius. Who would you answer?
No Karius, because then we win the Champions League, in my opinion.
I still don't think we win that game, Drift.
Yeah.
No, we do.
Nah,
literally it's 1-1 without Karius's mistakes, guys.
No, I know, but we go into extra time and they get the winner in extra time.
Sorry, guys, just quickly.
Do
you remember Doc Cotton's son, Nick? Remember Nick?
Yeah, Nick.
Fam, I'm not gonna lie.
Also,
Nick.
what was Max's brother, the one that had the heart attack?
I don't watch EastEnders.
Derek.
It might have been. It might have been.
That's when I started watching EastEnders.
No, do you know what? I think Max might be the biggest villain. Do you remember he was moving to his son's thing when his son Bradley, and he was moving to his son Stacey.
Well, you lot are on that Christmas Day special EastEnders flex, yeah?
That was joke. That storyline was joke.
Storyline was like 10 years ago, fam. I'm not gonna lie though.
Slaps cheeks, boy. That's his ting, bro. That is his ting, bro.
He was moving up his son's ting.
Yeah, Max wants to beat. Max is gonna beat, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Max was Max was on a different level, fam.
Yeah, Max. When it comes to pulling, Max is that guy still. Oh boy, but
someone said Barry Brannan.
Before we sign off, make sure you check out Fansbet. As I said, go over to our Twitter page now. Make sure you follow us, follow Fansbet, and retweet the tweet. Also, the welcome offer, guys. Bet £10, get £30 free and 10 free spins on registration, guys. All you got to do is click the link in our YouTube video description. Big up to Fansbet. Miss Trump, that's a movie, though. That's a movie.
Yeah. Miss Trunchbull, it's a movie.
Eat the cake.
Man said, she was like, I put you in the chokey. Remember the chokey?
yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, if that ever happened today.
Yeah, that's a big problem. It's a big problem.
It's a mazza.
Sorry, Sadiq says Madara. Does that ring a bell?
Yes, Madara. Oh my days, Madara was different. Yeah, they're going Naruto on me, Cal. Yeah.
I-24's up there as well. Bauer.
Never seen
Jack
it.
Bauer. You never seen none of 24 Drift. Jack Bauer. The original, when it's like ding, ding. You never seen that 24, fam?
Drifty.
Let me ask you a quick question. Have you ever seen X-Files? You haven't it?
Yeah. I wasn't an avid fan of it, but of course I've seen it.
Yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan, but
I haven't watched X-Files.
Not one episode.
See, our man will look sideways at you, but then it's like, what's going on with? See,
I didn't expect that to come out.
Yeah, see it there.
There's a lot of things man don't know. So.
Yeah. X-Files was good still, but nah.
X-Files, I wasn't the biggest fan.
I've never seen 24. No.
24 was serious though.
All right, but people, we will be back tomorrow for the preview for Burnley and Liverpool. So make sure you tune in for that. Make sure you smash the like if you haven't as well, people. Please do that. And subscribe if you're new to the channel. All the callers who called in, everyone who's been in the comments, you're all amazing. Great show. Until we see you tomorrow, stay safe, stay blessed. We're Kopish and we're out. Peace, people.
We move. Peace.
Let's go.
Hey, I'm coming for you.